Attention. Any media around that questions, it will be done immediately after school in 15, 20 minutes. So any media who have questions, it will be done immediately after school in 15, 20 minutes.
Like it went down already, though.
Thank you.
No, you gotta come get you a picture. No, it's just know that.
It said 2:30. Look like it's going down already, though. He holding up a Florida State jersey already. Look like it went down. Look like it went down. Look like it went down. Look like it went down already, though. It look like it went down already, though.
Hard man, I'm next. I'm hard not over.
That boy taking pictures already. That thing must have started at 2 o'clock.
Next.
Let's see.
Can I get a picture? Hey, can I get a picture?
Yeah, man. Y'all just getting in here. Y'all just getting in here.
Huh? I already took one. I did. Yeah, I already took one.
This is somebody in this comment and say, fuck King. Oh, these people crazy. If y'all just getting in here, give me thumbs up if y'all can hear me, man. First of all, shout out to IOD Squad, 786-459-499. It was supposed to start at 2:30, you know what I'm saying? I should have went to the thing, you know what I'm saying? It was supposed to start at 2:30. But it looked like it went down already, and it looked like he chose Florida State. That's what it appears to be. It didn't start at 2:30. It went down a little early. But it looked like he's chosen Florida State. Let me see. Yeah, Hykeem Williams, Florida State, trending, I think, right now. So that's the lie. I'm gonna pull this. Since that went down already. Let's see. We're gonna pull some of these fees in. That boy had a nice setup. I know somebody had the video. I should have rolled out the straight hand. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah. That's your school. He said that's your school. You about to call up there. Yeah, look like it went down already, dog. Look like he chose old Florida State. Let's see. Somebody say, "Hey, King, boy, you ugly, boy." These people wild, man. These people wild, man. See if we can find I saw it somewhere. Somebody had the video posted. So man, if y'all just getting in here, man, Hykeem Williams look like he chose a little early. Look like he was a little early, but look like he chose Florida State. What many had him pegged to go?
The next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my talents to
What this man got going on, man? This man got the science project going on. Shout out to Frank Tucker, man. This Frank Tucker video.
I ain't gonna do it because they opened my eyes to a lot. They started this process for me, so I can't do it, but I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna handle it.
Respect.
Now let me start playing with this. Hey, bring me that jersey. Bring me that jersey. Bring me that jersey. And I'll be taking my talents to
So five-star Hykeem Williams chooses Florida State. That's Snoop Menace right there, right? Snoop from Miami Northwestern, man, played for Florida State. Hykeem chooses Florida State. No surprise there. Our expert X seems to think that it's a temporary thing, trying to lock his way in. But some people think he will end up at Pitt in the end, but knocking himself down because I think these kids are realizing that the transfer portal has really changed the way recruiting is, the way recruiting goes. And they got to get in where they kind of fit in at. And I think they're realizing that every day more and more, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you see some of the early commitments. Because these colleges ain't hesitating to go to the portal, bro. Would Ja'Cory Brooks ever transfer to Miami? What would be the reason for Ja'Cory Brooks transferring to Miami? So if you're just getting hit 786-405-9499, you want to get down with IOD Squad. 786-405-9499. Hykeem Williams commits to Florida State. The question is, somebody just asked me, somebody just asked, would Ja'Cory Brooks ever transfer to Miami? And I guess you're saying that because you feel Ja'Cory Brooks probably hasn't got on the field or isn't getting the playing time y'all think he should be getting. I guess that's where the question will come from. Let's take a look. Ja'Cory Brooks. Let's take a look. Let's take a looky look. Ja'Cory Brooks and his dad are really close, man. Really steady moving guys. Very smart guys. You know what I'm saying? you're not dealing with any dummies in Jacory's camp. You know what I'm saying? I could hit the dad up and ask him. You know what I'm saying? But every time I've talked to him, every misconception, every perceived thing or noise that was out there was always not true. 2022, he has 4 receptions, 62 yards. I think he ran had a kick return attempt. He had 1 catch versus three catches versus Texas, then 1 catch versus Louisiana Monroe, which they won 63-7. I mean, at this point, second year, right? So you can be in college 3 years, you can go. So you're saying transfer out of there. Transfer out of there, and I don't know. I don't know. Let's talk about this. Let's think about this. Jacory Brooks transfers out of there, right? Shout out to the football villains, man. I'm going to switch this to the football villains could comment. So if Jacory Brooks transfers out of there, now you're going to a new situation with 1 year left, and it looks like, hey, you failed at Alabama. Now you're at Miami. You got to have 1 good year. You stay at Alabama. You get on the field, and it just looks like, hey, man, Alabama had a big depth chart like they always have. You waited your turn. You got a chance to play, and you balled out. I don't know. I don't know. You would have to weigh those odds. But I think staying would be the safer thing because you're staying at Alabama, a place where they know ballers wait their turn all the time. Or if your emotions is that I want to get up out of here, I want to play right now, they try me. I mean, that's a different thing. But yeah, so if you're just getting here, the question was, would Jacory Brooks ever transfer from Alabama? And I would have to say, I don't know, man. I can reach out to his dad. I can reach out to his folk, to his people, man, and see if that's possible. But every time I've talked to him, man, they've been good. They've been straight. That's not something that they think about. You got 3 years, bro. I mean, you got 3 years. You can't go nowhere anyway. I mean, you can't go nowhere. Don said, I don't want transfers that ain't stars. Where they come from. Don, I don't know if I agree with you on that one now. Rambo couldn't get on the field. I don't know, Don. Rambo could not get on the field where he was at. I don't know if I agree with you on that one, Big Doggy. One second. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. So, man, 786-459-499. If you're just getting in here, if you want to get down with IOD Squad, let me check my test. We got a Tesla option play today. Oh, all bad. All bad. We getting out of Tesla. We're getting out of Tesla. All bad. So if you're an IOD, we're selling Tesla. Money management. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. If you just getting here, somebody asked would Jacory Brooks ever transfer from Alabama. Other than that, man, shout out to Frank Tucker posting the video. I don't know. I could have went to the commitment. I don't know why. Yeah, I'd rather be here. Like I don't know. Could have went to the commitment. Hykeem did it big though. He had some hats and some boxing. Looked like he had a science project going on. Oh, break glass and case commitment going on, but he chooses Florida State. You see, I got the picture of Brandon Innis up. Because Brandon Innis, running backs with the highest rushing grades this season. Roscoe Johnson, Tank Bisbee, and Henry Parrish, number 3. Let's see. It was a list out here. Top wide receivers. That was, if y'all just getting in here, that was Hykeem Williams. Well, what I got going on, man? Hykeem Williams just committed. What the heck I got going on, man? Get myself together, man. Heck, Hykeem Williams just committed to Florida State. That's no surprise. X seems to think that that's a temporary thing and that won't last. We will see. If you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, man, y'all come through. We on YouTube. Come holler at us. We're gonna we'll see. We'll see. Some seem to think that he was headed to Pitt. Right here. Like I said, I know you see I have a picture of Brandon Innis up. Yeah, I probably could barely see this. This is kind of small. What is this? This is tiny. What did I do? I made it little. But basically, it's a top 10 wide receivers. Zachary Branch, Jerry Dickey, number 2, Noah Rogers, number 3, Shelton Sampson, Eugene Wilson, Adon Mizell, Tyler Williams, Cordell Russell, Carnell Tate, Jonte Cook. Ohio State has 2 of those guys. Florida has 2 of those guys. And the name that is not on their list is your boy Brandon Innis. Brandon Innis reposted it, put the laughing emoji. But the name that's not on the list is Brandon Innis. Now, Brandon Innis, I think it's somebody calculated he averages like 20 yards a carry this season. I don't know. Somebody calculated that. Innis thought that was funny. But I think what I think is that people are. Hykeem Williams is still alive. People starting to start out the Christian G. People starting becoming a new member. People are starting to talk about his speed. You know what I'm saying? His speed. You can't test his heart, his dog, his will. You can't talk about his heart and his attitude. But I think though that started in the summer where people started talking about how fast is he. Started getting wider, bigger, like a running back. You know what I'm saying? And not taller. Now you got people putting out top 10 lists, and he's not in. How you go from number one? How you go from somebody's number one? I ain't gonna say it was there. How you go from somebody's number one wide receiver in the nation to not in somebody else's top 10? Chris Young say nobody dropped the bag yet. 305 say don't know what he's thinking, but oh well, we're gonna be all right. Don't talk about wrestling. I'm trying to make this picture. Man, I gotta make this picture bigger, man. What did I do, man? That thing tiny. See if we can get a bigger picture. That thing ugly. I wonder if we can somehow go find it. That's on 3. What is that on? Instagram, Facebook. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? That's Twitter. See if we can pipe that thing in here. Let's see. Shout out Kristen G for becoming a member. If you're trying to comment, man, only the members of football villains can comment. We do that from time to time. There's so many comments, man. They go so fast. So many comments. They go so fast that sometimes we just turn the football villains on to give them value, get them because they pay a membership. So make the comments exclusive sometimes. And there's a lot of them now. I mean, so they could fill up the comment section themselves. Let's see. Let's see if we can pull this in here. See what we got. I see that Innis posted it, but Brandon. How many Twitter followers Brandon Innis got? Boy, got 12.9. Oh, we got action. We got action. So, like in the member section this morning, man, we posted the update on Hykeem Williams. Then we posted an update on Tyler Williams. I think Tyler Williams Tyler Williams will be here this weekend. Got any big games tonight? What big games we got tonight? I got to ride the IMG or something. Tonight would have been a good night to get out of here and go ride somewhere. I see Teddy Bridgewater went viral last night. 305 caught him drawing up a play. You know what's weird about that, bro? I've seen Teddy Bridgewater on that sideline numerous times, man. I never thought about recording him when he was coaching the kids. I don't know. I don't even know if he's supposed to be in a curfew in Miami. I don't know if it was okay for him to be on the sideline coaching and not a coach. I didn't really know. I've never did that and just put it out there, but the shit went viral. I talked to him last night, told him I wanted him to come to the show. Came to a show for an interview. I've seen him on the sideline coaching numerous times. Never thought about recording him, you know what I'm saying, actually coaching the kids. Because I didn't know but yeah, man, I guess that's when you're always thinking about other people's well-being and shit, and what's right, what's wrong. So here's the list, man. Top wide receivers, and Brandon Innis' name isn't on it. There's the list. I blowed it up for you a little bit. Mm. And they put the play. But listen, Don, I guess it's good content, dog, because it's like, yeah, but Don, I don't know. Maybe I got to get out of that because maybe the world does want to see a Miami Dolphin on the sideline coaching high school kids. But you're right. I don't look at it when I see it. I don't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it that way. And I don't know. Is it good or bad? Am I too comfortable? And I can't see content. They put a picture of this. They put a picture of the play he drew and all. And I question Hykeem's decision making. Man, y'all funny, man. Who want to come in here and talk, man? Cal, why do y'all come in here and holler, chill with your boy, man? Y'all funny, man. I question Hykeem's decision making. Anytime somebody choose Florida State, we question their decision making, dog. Florida State undefeated, dog. Florida State undefeated. Here I go. I'm gonna put it in the football villains group me, man. Y'all want to come in here and chat, man. Make sure your background quiet. Make sure your background quiet. Let's call it the call-in show. Make sure your background quiet. If you don't want to use video, you don't have to use video. Tyler Williams already on Miami campus. Hykeem Williams won't stay at Florida State, only temporary. Yeah, Tyler Williams is down here on a visit today, and as we put in the football villains right up today, I believe that Tyler Williams, 85%, 90%, we got a chance to land Tyler. He's down here for a reason. He commits next week. Some Jamari Ford news also. Last night, sadly, though, Tiger got hurt. Tiger hurt last night. I think he hurt his collarbone or something like that. I think he's going to get x-rays today. And Jamari said he will be back by the playoffs. Boy, I be doing a lot at one time, don't I? One second. KB.
Yo, what's good, bro?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Chilling.
I'm just seeing the Hykeem news and stuff.
Yeah, he just committed to Florida State. X don't seem to think he'll stick there. We felt he was gonna end up at Pitt.
Right.
You see, he said he wasn't gonna throw the Miami hat because he said Miami started all this recruitment stuff. Germ, you gotta unmute yourself in order to talk. But I just think you say you question you question Hykeem decision making.
Yeah, going to Florida State though. I'm scared about anybody though. So
Some people undefeated though, dog.
all right, yeah, we'll see how they finish out. They finish out strong, then all right. But I don't see it happening, but we'll see. We're most certainly gonna see.
Yeah, so that's going on. I heard somebody say, man, that Gaddis said he's going to try to implement some of the stuff from last year. I got to confirm that, though, man. I don't know if that's true. Jern, what's going on?
Greg?
What's up, bro? I got to confirm it, though. I don't know if that's true, man. But I'm going to look into that, though, all right? Jern, what's up with you?
I mean,
What's up, Screek? What's up, KB?
What's good with you, John?
I got a question for you, Screek.
What up?
Do we got a real chance with Tyler Williams?
Yeah, he down here right now.
Okay. So
A real chance.
I know X kept saying Hykeem wasn't coming, but do we got a chance with him still?
Hykeem?
Yeah.
I think we got Mario. Okay, so listen, we got Mario. Goddamn, don't sleep, Kappa Kaleche guy. I think you always have a chance. Miami was on Hykeem first. I posted the video today. His first offer was Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else started offering after that.
Yeah.
He loved the guy that was here last year, the wide receiver coach that liked tall wide receivers. What is his name?
Likens.
He loved Likens. Likens left. These recruitments are weird, bro, because you never know what's going. It's kind of like recruitments are kind of like people with money. Like you don't know where they got it from.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't really know he got a committable offer, but is Miami really calling him?
Yeah.
Is Miami really kissing his ass? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't, and he talks about that in the video I posted. So you never know how these commitments are going. You never knew. These kids can feel who's showing them love and who's not really showing them love. You know what I'm saying? So when we see these kids going other places, not paying attention, it be for different reasons. They're not gonna come out and be like, man, they ain't feeling me like that. They ain't called me since last Tuesday. They're not gonna say that for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I'm gonna put y'all on game. A lot of times when kids decommit, right? Y'all look at the kid and be like, oh man, he's scared of competition.
Coach ain't been contacting him.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes the school chill out on them.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna come out and say, man, Miami chilled out on me. And the school forced them, like they ain't answering their phone calls. It's dirty, fool, especially be done to kids. And y'all be wanting these kids to navigate this shit by themselves.
Right.
It's a dirty game that they don't even understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a part of the game too.
Yeah, but kids don't understand that.
Yeah. We did that to somebody recently. I don't know if I can say his name online, but
Tim Burns.
Yeah.
Tim Burns.
Yep.
Tim Burns.
And the other dude.
Tim Burns.
And the dude who committed to Pitt, who played Century. Seymour.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Oh yeah, the other receiver.
Yeah.
But damn, dog, I think we could use Seymour. Shit get ugly.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna go to Pitt and ball out. Watch.
Yeah, he gonna snap. He gonna like everybody always do. Hey, Kyle. Hey, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
What's your prediction for the
Mm-hmm.
You heard?
No, you broke up.
I say, what's your prediction for the game this week, Kyle? Going in and out. Yo.
You there, Cal? Oh, Cal. I think Cal.
What you think, Street?
Are they gonna win? I think the 26-point favorite, right?
I'm saying, what you think? TVD gonna come out looking sharper?
It's been a rough week for TVD, dog. I mean, he gonna have to find this nutsack again, wherever he left it at.
I think this is the game he could turn up. I don't know. I hope he do that.
They need to turn up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You see you, boy. What Cal?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He back. Cal, you there?
Yeah. Everything was breaking up real bad. I ain't know if it was me or what.
No, I see what you predict for this week, Cal. I know we're gonna win though, but
right. That's a good one. I'm gonna look at the points we gonna score.
Yeah.
I think we should at least drop. I'm gonna say we're gonna drop 40, but only because I don't know if if Gad is gonna open up and let us sling the ball. I think if he let us sling the ball and we catch some rhythm,
yeah,
we probably can get to that 50 mark. But I say about 40 because it's an overmatched opponent.
At least we think.
Man, well, we think. That's what we think. But plus, they throw the ball, so
Yeah,
we
they throw the
should
ball
be
a lot.
getting a lot of possessions back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I want to Screet. I just want to apologize. I was the one who hated Ivy, so I want to say sorry to DJ Ivy, man. I used to talk shit about Ivy all the time, so I'm gonna say sorry, DJ Ivy, man.
Get in line. It's only one game.
Oh no, yeah, I ain't there yet. He got a long way with me. I ain't there yet.
But listen, it's crazy that he come alive on a stage like that. That show you, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I saw Khalil last night, Romello last night. Cam walked up to me, gave me that. I said, Khalil, boy, y'all lost to a sorry ass Texas A&M team. We talked about this in the football villain last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
Y'all lost to a sorry ass Texas A&M team. He said, I know. He said, when I saw the stats, that made it worse. But we straight though.
Damn.
Said when he saw the stats, damn.
Yeah, he said when I saw the stats, I was like, boy.
I think that's what messed everybody up, the stats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you know what? At some point in time, Kirk had said it. He said, "Man, this game feels like it's like 20-3 Texas A&M," and it did. Like I don't care how many stats we had, it felt like we were getting whooped at one point in time, and it just felt like it was like it really did. It felt like we were getting whooped. I guess because we couldn't get nothing going besides field goals, and it just felt like we were getting whooped. So like maybe the fourth just felt like a miraculous comeback.
How we couldn't get nothing going? And they had 200 yards offense, and we had almost 400.
Because they had 2 touchdowns, and we didn't have none.
We kept stalling.
They had 2 touchdowns.
We keep saying the offense played bad. We keep saying the offense played bad. We keep saying like their offense played horrible.
They did, but they got the breaks. Like Don saying, he said it felt like we dominated. I never felt that during the game. I really didn't. Maybe it's because of my expectations, but I'm looking at it like, dude, we going for 3, then we missing 3, then we getting 3 blocks, and they got 17. And when they got they was up 10-3, and when they got to 17, I'm like, I knew the game wasn't nowhere near out of reach, but I'm just like, bro. They got 17 and we can't get over a dime. I felt it, dog.
You was waiting on us to just snap. You was waiting on us to turn it on. That's what it was.
Yeah, bro.
Never happened,
right. Could not get over the hump.
What was their 2 touchdowns? The punt block. I remember that one.
The running back it was the running back goal. It was the other backup running back goal. The first one, right? And then the second one was, who scored for them?
It was a drive. They had a long drive and scored a touchdown.
I forgot how they got that other touchdown. I don't know. We got to look it up.
But see, insane. It's easy to say that, and I can understand that might have been my case. Expectations clouding our reality, but even Kirk Herbstreit said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, dang, he felt it. I was like, that's exactly how I felt, bro. Yeah. It felt like they was kicking our butt just because we couldn't put the ball in the end zone.
What part of the game you felt like that?
I felt that I can't remember when he said it, but I had already been feeling like that. It was up until probably the 4th quarter.
Okay.
When I started feeling like, bro, we need to win this damn game. Like I felt like it then. But before that, I was first. I guess maybe part of it is too, not just necessarily expectations. It was also that PTSD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm used to us looking at futile to where I think we could get into the game or win, and we just lose. That probably what was it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me being at the game, I felt like I knew their offense couldn't do anything. So I just felt like it was a matter of time before we get a break, and we never got a break.
Yeah. No. Drop pass, miss blocks. We was in our own way, man.
What's the? Let me see the box score, man. The game pass. I can't even remember the 2 touchdowns. They got a field goal, then they got a touchdown. That's when he muffed the punt. Then they got a Devon Aiken 25-yard pass. for Max Johnson touchdown?
Now, when the hell that happened? I don't remember that.
I'm
4
trying to
plays,
remember. I'm
76
trying to remember
yards.
myself.
Hey, they put a drive together on those 4 plays, 76 yards. I don't even remember that. Oh, I think I was in the media room when it
What quarter
happened.
that was, Street?
I
What quarter
heard it.
it said?
Third quarter, first drive looked like.
Damn, I don't remember that.
I was in the media room. I heard
I
it.
must be drunk by that time.
It was only 4 plays. They went 4 plays, 76 yards on us, bro, at the halftime. So every time they script the plays, they was able to score.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
That's an interesting one.
I don't know. Damn, I don't remember that.
And we went 12 yards, 71 yards, field goal. 12 plays, 71 yards, field goal. 16 plays, 83 yards, field goal.
Field goal. Yep.
2 drives, had the ball 12 minutes.
And you only got 6 points.
6 point, dog. Make it make sense.
Y'all really felt good. Like them drives, they felt consistent. They all like to me. It just never felt. Even though I could see the long drives, no, it never felt consistent to me.
It just TBD ain't look comfortable to me. In my opinion, he couldn't get out his own way to me. That's what I seen. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but it seemed like he couldn't get out his own way to me. He was forcing balls, underthrowing balls. It was definitely taking, bro.
Yeah, dog. Looking at them stats, that's kind of weird, dog. They scored that fast after halftime.
You know what? One of the key stats was because they was talking about we had like 27 first downs, but I think it was like we had like correct me if I'm wrong, we had like a weak third down conversion percentage or something though. So he was getting first downs on like first and second down, but the third down conversion was bad.
Mm-hmm.
We did. So nobody remembers that drive?
I don't remember it.
4
You
plays,
remember it, Cal?
dog.
I'm trying my hardest. I'm hoping Don gonna describe it in the chat. I'm trying my hardest to remember.
I heard it. But even when I heard it from the media room, it was weird. I heard the crowd scream and then they got quiet.
Hmm.
Yeah, because we got the ball first. I remember that.
Let me see. I mean, I got my computer right in front of me. Let me see if I can find that drive.
You got to play by play right here. End of third. Dang, end of third. We got the ball first.
We got the ball first at the halftime.
5 plays.
We sure did.
And then they did Max Johnson run for 11 yards. Texas A&M 35.
Mm-hmm.
Max Johnson pass complete to Nia Smith 25 yards. Texas A&M 40 for a first down. Penalty, unnecessary roughness, 15 yards. There we go.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Putting them to the Miami 25.
Mm-hmm. I knew it had to be something like that. I knew it had to be a penalty or something involved.
Devon Aiken run, no gain to the Miami flow. Devon Aiken 25-yard pass. Max Johnson
launched the world's largest streaming channel in over 40 countries, all in one go.
Dang.
You want to bring banking to millions of people who've never.
A-Chain scored. I'm 6.
You want to make grocery stores.
Yeah, the boy 40 yards in one play.
Yep.
Oh, so somebody described. Scoot, I don't know if you remember us talking when we was just talking about like how they 2 dogs came through, and I was saying like the only problem I had with the defense was nobody. It felt like nobody was spying A-Chain. The way that dude broke it down, he said what happened was the plays he kind of got off a little bit. That's when we matched him up with the linebackers, and they weren't getting there fast enough. When we matched him up with James or Cam, it was like nothing.
Oh gosh.
Street said, "Oh God."
Oh gosh.
That boy A-Chain the problem though.
Oh gosh. Let me see what quarter this is on this thing.
Is that the penalty?
Third quarter, 11 minutes. Oh, we missed the field goal.
Oh, is their scoring drive the penalty? The one where James got that penalty for slamming him?
Yep, I think
that's
so.
That's their scoring drive. Yeah, I'm watching it now. They still moving the ball a little bit.
It was only 4 plays, big homie. He ran the ball
but
once.
they
It was
moving the
only 4
ball.
plays.
I don't
Oh,
remember that touchdown.
I
Screen, you
just
gonna pull it up on the screen?
Nah, it's actually up. It's actually up on the screen. It just played.
Oh, I won't even look.
It's in that little box right there, but I ain't gonna pull it up completely. ESP ain't gonna get me, dog.
Yeah, I know.
See that?
Now you good.
Huh?
Bro, we would have had like 39 seconds. We would have called that timeout on before the halftime. On that third down stop, we would have had 39 seconds left. I don't know. In another timeout, I don't know why we didn't get aggressive right there, but whatever.
Mario probably ain't feel they could have got it down the field.
Shout out to Big Homie Sean Rounds, man.
I feel like you just pull out all the stops though, bro. This is a big game.
Hey man, you feel the same way, bro. But from the way they did that, it seemed like they ain't believe he gonna get it down the field. To me, just my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I was at the top, I was screaming at the TV, call the timeout, let's go.
I thought we was because we called the timeout the first part of that drive. So I'm like, okay, we finna. Oh, but look, what I was just saying, the play he scored on in the second half, or that third quarter, we had him match. We had the running back matched up with is that Country or Steve? That's Steve. We had him matched up with Steve. Steve couldn't get out to the outside fast enough. He threw it in the flat. He scored. Yeah, but I mean, some other people missed a tackle, but that dude that hate Josh Gaddis even pointed that out. I don't know why, but he was saying, when Cam was on him or when James was on him, he couldn't get nothing. Every time he got a touch out that backfield and did something with the ball, they had the linebackers on him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they could not get out there. And on that scoring play, Steve was on him. Steve could not get out there. And I'm like, he hesitated, but he also hesitated. I'm like, dude, that's your man. He missed the tackle.
And James missed the hold up, bro. James hit him.
James missed the tackle. He did a move on James. He left James in the dirt, man.
James hit him flush.
And he did a move on James. James waist couldn't turn with the man, bro.
What? Wait a minute, bro. Y'all go watch that.
I'm going right now. Hold on. It was an ESPN, right?
Yeah. So he slammed the play before was when James slammed him. So they got a penalty and moved it up to the 20. And then he threw it wide. Steve missed the tackle, and James' feet got stuck. And James kind of launched at him, and he was coming across. James' feet could have kept moving.
Let me see if I can blow this up real fast. Watch this go.
Real quick, huh?
James hit him flush, though.
He hit him sideways, street. He was moving. James' feet got stuck in the dirt. He couldn't drive through or nothing. He kind of just launched at him. And somebody was blocking Cam. That's why Cam couldn't get to him.
Real fast. Let's see if we can get this going. Here we go.
That's freezing. Oh my God. Sheesh.
Wait a minute, man.
God damn it, man.
That boy should have never got in that end zone.
Nah,
he should right there. But James kind of launched out. His feet got stuck in the dirt. He kind of launched. He was already trying to make a cut.
And then Ivy came across.
And then Ivy got tripped up by James. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looking at it right now. Yeah, that was Sneed, man. He got.
That's Steve. Yeah, Steve shouldn't have been on him.
He did too much shuffling. Instead of running, he did too much shuffling. Yep.
Exactly. So that's your man. Just get out there, bro. What you waiting on? What you waiting on?
He waited for the tackle instead of going to the tackle.
I don't understand, bro, when I played sports, I was a point guard, so I had to kind of think for people that was on the field, on the court with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand knowing that they got two people, and your assignment is to guard one of them. I'm not looking at another soul on that goddamn field.
Yeah.
If you own 6 or 0, I ain't looking at nobody else. Mm-hmm. If you got one of them two, you know what I'm saying? That play starts. He flares out the backfield. Snead totally sees him, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot lollygag. Where you lollygagging to get over there? That's one of the guys. It's 6 or 0.
Unless there's some kind of design switch within that, I don't know what would make him wait for that. Like I don't know, because I saw him. He lined up inside.
Yeah.
And unless there's some kind of switch that's supposed to happen, say if 18 was to do a drag or something, But then A-Chain would be, oh, I don't know. I don't know why he would hesitate. Like, what are you waiting on, bro? I don't care if it wasn't A-Chain. It could have been anybody back there.
Okay, well, what happened was he got picked a little bit by that wide receiver.
Street, he was shuffling his feet, bro.
Nah, he ain't get touched. I'm watching it again. He shuffled his feet.
Right.
That was his man, clear as day, bro. The whole name was cleared out on that side. That was his
He lined
man,
up right in front of him. He actually got a little head start, right?
That's his man. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah,
he waited.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. If 6-0 your man, bro, like how do you? I'm mirroring this dude. You know what I'm saying? They got two threats.
Yep. Because 18 cleared it out.
Nothing against Steve, but I've seen too much action where he's not making the tackle. Like I don't know,
see
bro.
That, Cal?
Why y'all think he out there?
I want to see Caleb.
Because I think he maybe know more. I don't know. That's the question for you, Screet. Why you think he out there? You know more than us.
I think they went with the guy, but sometimes y'all don't know, boy. Y'all know.
We know.
Yeah. Y'all be close. Y'all be close because y'all watch it so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think they went with the guys they felt that they could trust.
Comfortable with, yeah.
But sometimes we was talking about that. Sometimes you got to get your dogs on the field, bro. Sometimes you just got to.
Caleb would have made that tackle, Cal.
I know he would have got out there faster.
He would have
got out there faster. That's what I know.
Yeah.
They say he had trouble covering running backs in UCLA.
Maybe so, but he would have got to that flat faster. This is the same thing I saw this in Bethune. They couldn't get out to the flats till Caleb got inserted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you can see it in the Bethune game. No, like nobody was getting out there till Caleb got inserted. Keontay's fast enough, but Keontay's fast enough, but Keontae, I don't think he's all the way comfortable. He hesitates a lot. So
does he?
Yeah, and I've seen him fill some gaps badly. So it's week 3. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling the dude on the Twitter space when he was talking about we don't see the best of Flag. I'm like, physically, but we haven't. Flag can get much better, bro. When Flag is still a half step off. He's still not 100% trusting himself, 100% trusting what he sees. Once he do that, man, y'all gonna see a much better Flag than what you're seeing now. I ain't saying he's gonna ever be, Go ahead, bro.
One of the best, but he good enough though.
Yeah.
He's good enough.
He can play football. Let's put it that way. Right. He's a football player.
He got taught right at high school in Texas, bro.
Right. Yeah, you ain't having too many Texas kids come over that don't know how to play the game.
He know the fundamentals. He just ain't got the foot speed. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
He lead our linebackers in tackles?
He should.
I'm almost sure.
He's going to be on every tackle.
Right. I'm almost sure. You know what I like? What you can't see until somebody slow down the game and show it to you. The way he taking on blocks, like he giving up his body not to make the tackle. He just running in the lineman, just taking them out.
Yep. Clearing it out for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. He's knocking them. He's knocking some of them down.
Good coaching, man.
Yeah, bro. It's night and day, bro. It's crazy,
coaching,
man.
Bro.
Night and day.
Yeah.
He doesn't
got
look like a
15
linebacker in person.
He's small.
You look like, you don't look like a line. You built like King.
He built like King.
He can't be that small, Streeter.
No, he ain't that small, but he built like
5'11", I mean.
He don't even really look like a linebacker. He don't really look like. I can't wait to Chase. Get
Chase and Wesley, huh?
We have some linebackers out there that look like they're gonna hurt somebody.
Bring
that old Miami back.
Is he a wide body at least though, Streeter?
Yeah, he got.
Do he look 230 Street? It say he 230 on the thing.
He look kind of chubby. He look like.
Okay, so he not stalking.
Yeah. Goodyear looked like a Greek god. Now he look kind of.
That boy like a monster.
So he because what Buster Davis was what, like 5'9" or something like that?
Buster Davis looked like a nose guard.
Ooh.
That was a different thing.
Damn, you that big?
Big ass head,
Hey.
whole family like that. Big ass head. Look like a big fullback. Fool. That's a different thing. Flag looks like. He looks like if you saw him in the mall, you would the last thing you think that he.
So you like a regular Joe?
You linebacker.
Hey, Street.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. Him and James tied for 15 in tackles. They both got 15 tackles.
Damn.
Corey got 10 solo. James got 8 solo. So yeah, he got leading linebacker in tackles.
Yeah, dog.
And Caleb got 9 behind him.
When you get
Caleb got 9? Damn.
Yeah, no, but he got 3 solo. He got 6 assists.
That's a lot though for that's Flag's backup. Considering Flag plays so much, that's Flag's backup. You know, they don't play together. That's a lot.
Somebody say, Street, when you getting Teddy on the show? I told Teddy last night you gotta come to the show and I was gonna keep
man, you saw that boy last night.
What?
Boy was in coach mode last night.
He's always in coach mode. The thing is, it's so many people on the sideline with cameras now. I have never thought about recording him. I didn't even know like if he's supposed to be here. Is he supposed to be on goddamn curfew with the Dolphins? Like I always looked at it like all right, Teddy in the hood tonight. I'm gonna leave that alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other people look at it different, fool. They took a picture of the play, he drew it all. I was like, damn, I never thought about doing that.
That's them same people who always doing that.
What you say, them same people?
I know they're young though, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guess from a I was gonna say, I guess from a Dolphins perspective, it could be a good thing because it's kind of like community work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
watching our guys in the community.
Definitely now, Ross. I'm sure they because of what Ross did to Flores. I'm sure they all over that because they sent the Dolphin cheerleaders to Central game the other day. Oh, they're trying to mend the relationships. So I'm sure he's fine. They done gave equipment to Northwestern. They done get so I'm sure right. But in that moment, I don't think I would never pull my camera out when he's in the middle. I wouldn't do it. And I don't know if it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that shit went viral.
Right.
I'm with you, Screek. I think that moment was too precious for you to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog.
But what he's saying.
I don't see.
No, but you know what I get. What you might be saying is you don't know if it's right or wrong. You're right because we don't know what the FHA say might say about it. So
exactly, I don't know if Teddy even supposed to be here. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the FHA is saying, wait a minute, he's not a coach.
Yeah.
like what is he doing coaching? You're playing against Columbus, or somebody gonna turn you in. It's gonna be the old Crusaders. We're in Columbus. They got all the connections. So, dog. But I guess that's me being once again not being. I don't know.
I can tell y'all one thing, gentlemen. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Kyle.
No, you good. Go ahead, brother.
I can tell you one thing, Screek. That number 5 was truly missed last night.
But that boy that came in.
Oh, he gonna be a monster. He only a freshman though, but
6'6".
Oh my God!
A little background on him. He's 6'6".
What part
He's wide receiver. He the one that caught the pass over the boy from Edison last week. Played wide receiver. They had to put him in that quarterback because the quarterback. He played for the Ravens. Played for a couple of pods.
Okay.
He was a quarterback at he was a quarterback, then he was a wide receiver. His mom wanted to play as wide receiver. His mom is Hall of Famer. Shanivia Broussard. They call her Nevi.
Oh, that's
Nevi created.
What if she is no, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. You know Nevi?
I'm gonna say that's what that's Richard Gordon baby mama or a relative or something. What is it?
I don't know.
It's the relative or the baby mama or something. I think it might be the relative.
I gotta ask my homeboy. Definitely possible. But she's really known in Miami. Big girl. She was a big bully. I was talking to her last night. She said, "I'm so proud of my baby." I say, "Yep, I ain't finna start getting a little nookie and stop listening to you." Yeah. It all happens at the same time. But his, go ahead.
Nah, that's the jit that Lance brought up a couple of months ago, right?
Huh?
I think that's the jit that Lance brought up a couple of months ago. He was at the
Yeah.
Is that him? That was at the UM thing or whatever, where they had all the recruits or whatever. Okay, yeah. I got you.
But his mom also created King of Diamonds Fight Night, dog.
Oh shit.
Yes. With Taka and what was the girl named Big Meech? She created this.
Damn.
Oh, have mercy.
Boom. Damn, but she connected on everyone.
Big Meech, that's Big Meech right there. Yeah, his mom created that. So
I went to school with her right there. Who was just talking?
Big Meech?
Yeah, she went to the
Remember they
West.
be saying on the radio tonight, come see King of Diamonds Fight Night. Yeah. Come see Big Meech. Who could? That's Big Meech.
Mm-hmm. Damn, she knocked the girl out.
Look at the boy right here.
Look at little Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Yeah.
No, she used to make girls pee and all. She hit really hard.
Big Meech, yeah.
And Taka, y'all know Taka, right?
She's
Taka
from
was
Oblaga.
one of the fight girls, and then there was two other smaller girls. I remember one time I went to my daughter's class. I went to my daughter's class to meet her teacher, and there was a third girl. They added a light-skinned girl, and she was my daughter's teacher, and I just looked like, like, okay, should I say something? Don't I say nothing?
Hey man, the West they look bad to you in person? I ain't go to a game yet.
They look not bad. Nah, they actually did a lot better than I thought. I thought Columbus would beat them convincingly, but Northwestern, nah. Even with the backup quarterback, even with the that's Taka right there. Everybody know Taka. Even with the backup quarterback, even with the they fought. But no, it's not. They're not big anymore. They're small.
Yeah, they little, y'all.
Yeah, they little. I forget the little girl name. The little girl name was Kiki. Yeah, but one of these girls was actually my goddamn daughter's teacher.
Fighting? What the daughter teacher was boxing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They added like a third. Eventually, they added like a third girl, and you could tell she was an athlete, and she could box. Here she go right here. And they started. She became like one of the four. Man, we used to be at corrections all night long watching these things. We discovered these things. We thought we discovered gold.
Man, well, R.I.P. King of Diamonds, boy, legendary.
Oh my God!
Didn't he come back? Didn't he come back?
Right? They got something in Hialeah called King of Diamonds.
He should go right here.
If it ain't the original, I don't want it.
Nah, it ain't good. I think they put a call out right there.
While in the class, she's sitting in the class. I was like, you my daughter teacher? Baby, don't fuck with her, baby.
Yeah. Street, what game y'all going to tonight?
I was just looking at that, bro. The game is actually Saturday. Dillard and Central.
And Central, yeah.
That's a big game.
Central gonna beat them.
American Heritage got to buy. You got St. Thomas at Treasure Coast. That's a blowout, right? Cardinal Gibbons at Key West. What's going on, man? Who the hell?
I was at a game.
Let me see. What Booker T in?
Yeah, but I forgot Key West even had a school system. Dang.
The school system. You forgot they had a school system?
Yeah, not football team or school system.
That boy ain't say football team, said school system.
For real, well, you don't never hear people out of Key West until you go down there for vacation.
Tell him. Hey, somebody tonight?
I thought they played already.
I thought they played last week.
Me too.
Booker T and
who Carol City? Carol City played Central last week, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they played Central, yeah. Central beat them 36-0.
Damn. Let me see. I think Edison out of town. Where is Palmetto? Robbie Washington hurt.
Get them ready for UM.
What Northern at tonight? Let's see. If y'all just getting in here, man, Hykeem Williams chose Florida State. That was really no surprise. Northern got American tonight.
That's a win.
What you think happened with Pitt Street?
I think X don't think he stayed there. Nobody really thinks he's gonna stay at Florida State.
Gotcha.
So is Miami at Texas A&M?
It's getting really dicey out here, man. I mean, it's getting really, these kids could really play the game, really play the game. Quinn Ewers play the game if they really understand it and have somebody around them that understand it. It's interesting, though. I was talking to somebody about this recruiting stuff, and it's crazy that, like, when we see people like the moles around these kids, right? And it's like, even people like the moles and these coaches get outwitted about the recruiting process sometimes. Dog, these recruiters are like fucking, I don't know, they like they willing and dealing, fool, like used car salesmen.
Yeah.
It's a science to them. They find out who's important, who's not important, what makes you click, and y'all really be wanting these kids to do the process by themselves? Like,
too much.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody throwing everything at you is a lot.
Oh man, Mo fat ass took my, man. Listen, bro, I'd rather Mo take money than have to deal with Shamar and Shamar dealing with these recruiters by themselves. These recruiters are say smart, bro.
Yeah. And hey, people just be wanting something to say, Street. That's all that is.
Oh no, I know.
Don't complain about everything.
Mo took money. Mo was so close to the. He's gonna piss y'all off. Mo was so close to the front row. I was walking by looking for Yule on the sideline. He slapped me in the head. You know, I would have been sitting on the bench. He was so close to the front row.
Shit, he got him there. He better be sitting there close.
Hey, look, don't worry about it. He gonna have
he was in row one.
Hey, he gonna have a coaching spot on the bench in about another year or two. Don't worry about it.
that boy was in row one. You see Jacoby Spells had a pick six last night.
Yeah.
American Heritage cornerback from last year had a pick six. For
West Virginia, right? Yeah.
Yep. I think CJ had another 100-yard game.
CJ is a baller, bro. CJ is a baller.
I saw a daddy yesterday. I say, bro, I'm sorry.
Go to bed.
It's funny because I saw Frank from Kings County last night, and he said he apologized to him too. And we both were saying the same thing. Why would you not go to Tulane with Carson Haggard? Like he throws you the ball every play.
Yeah.
And we both was wrong. It was like they let his son choose. His son chose West Virginia, and it worked out for him. But I told Dad, I said, you didn't know he could play running back, huh? He was like, no, I didn't think he would ever play running back.
Hey, after they played the first game, Street, I'm good with his uncle. So I told him, I say, boy, once your nephew become a junior, that boy gonna be a beast, man.
I already told him to come to the show when he coming home for. I said, you gotta come to the show before you get too big, fool. But at this rate, it's gonna be He's gonna be huge by the time he come back home for the summer. His boy get 100 yards every time he touches.
That boy
They're like
featured
the
in the
offense
offense
run through
already.
him now. Yeah,
As
like
a
the
freshman.
offense. They throwing the ball to him out the backfield like the offense.
As a
run through him.
freshman, bro. That boy a beast as a freshman.
How bad is Virginia Tech?
Trash.
Like, wow.
You want me to be honest or PC?
That 305 side up with the 199 say Johnson and Wesley should be starting.
That's what Cal like. Cal, ain't you like that? Johnson and Wesley?
No, I'm not gonna go there with Wesley yet because I don't. You know, let him learn. Let him get that curve. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard for me to say. I want Johnson in. It's just hard because him and Flag on the same position, and Flag. I like what Flag bringing. I can't front, but I do need to see. I need to see Caleb out there, bro.
You like what Flag bring?
Yeah, Flag is doing all the little things, man. Taking on the blockers, setting up the defense, and he's not playing bad. But one thing I do know is, like I said, Caleb can get out to the flat. Caleb can run. Maybe he can't cover, but it ain't like any of our linebackers can cover. Like, you know, as far as the vets. So
what makes him any different, right?
Right, what makes him different. And you know, Strong trying to keep him. Strong is trying to keep the linebackers on the inside anyway, so they can go up and down instead of, you know, east to west. So yeah, shit, put his ass out there.
Put his ass out there. Yeah.
See, they rotate so much. It's hard for me to key on. Like people be saying Wesley, I don't know what Wesley out there doing. Is they rotate so much, bro. I never know who in the game, and I'm not really necessarily checking for numbers all the time.
I asked him about Wesley the other day because Wesley was on the field, bro, in that last drive that they had, and he made a play.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to ask him, like, dog, is that just the rotation? Like, how does Wesley get out there a minute left in the
On
game?
the last play,
game
the
on the
last
line.
drive,
Right. And he actually made a play.
Can't keep ballers off the field.
Mm-hmm. They gonna need to do that with. They need to do that with Taylor a little bit, man. I'm sorry. I know people don't be wanting to hear that, but I'm
Say
sorry.
that again.
They need to do that with. They need to do that with. I was saying they need to do that with Taylor a little bit. Like he need to be out there more often, and maybe sometimes when you need a big play, he need to be inserted. Because I don't want to pick on one particular player, but it's been it's been opportunities for 7, and he ain't made the plays.
Definitely that punt hit.
That punt, cuz you was there. You was there.
No, I'm talking about when he was for to get the pit, he thought it was a punt.
Oh, that one. I thought you were talking about the on the muff, but he was there on the muff too. That's what I'm saying. Like,
we on YouTube. I had a whole lot to say about that, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. Save it for Canes Unfiltered. Man.
I don't want to disrespect the kids, so. But I think Tay should be on the field more than him, though. G.
I agree, 100%.
Him, Cam, and
Tay should be on the field more than who?
Then Al.
Al Blaze?
Yeah.
Why y'all think he out there?
He more instinctive, man. He make better plays when he on the field, man. What's his name? Blaze really don't make a difference to me so far.
He don't make a difference?
Nah, I don't see him make plays on the field.
Has he? In the comment section. Has Blaze made a play on the field?
I ain't seen none.
I ain't really seen none.
I ain't seen none this year.
I always thought he'd be better going back at safety, but now to me it's like, I'm not saying he's playing bad. That's not what I'm saying. But I felt like he had more effect as a corner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. To me too. But hey, they the coaches, so they know.
No, don't say that.
I gave him way too much. I gave him way too much. I realized, that I gave him way too much credit. He said Blades is the third safety out there. He must be beat Avonte out. You know he didn't make more plays than Avonte, but I guess Avonte was forced into action last year and probably I don't know. Different coaching styles. Some coaches, Willie Williams, would never lead a camp, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, some coaches, Willie Williams, there's no way you let Willie Williams lead. We'll figure out a way to get him on the field.
I'm telling you, he too good, too explosive.
Randy Shannon shot Willie Williams and Devin Hester down. Different coaching styles.
Yep.
Like,
craziness.
Different philosophies. So I guess you come in, you like, listen, man, we're going to install this in. If you don't know, and you start talking this tough talk. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you won't play here in this new Miami. You understand that, right? I'm going to fuck if you're 2-star, 1-star, 5-star. If you don't know the plays, you're going to sit there on the bench. And then 2 weeks to practice, you realize you goddamn 5-star safety kind of out there just making plays. You don't really know. And you like, oh, shit.
Yeah. So you think it's Avante don't know where to be at, basically?
No, he don't. He don't.
Okay.
They help.
I get it.
People help him. People help him.
I get it. Then it makes
but
sense.
Then
Kyle.
that's what. Yeah, no, I get it, but at the same time, I'm with that Coach Hayes. I'm with Coach Hayes, and I'm with OG Bain. It's your job to simplify that shit and make sure he in position or get him in position to where he can't get in. Yeah.
He's too good not to be on the field.
Yeah, bro. It's the same thing with and I look, I said this, I was saying this last year, like, so like when Coach Hayes was talking about James not being able to
Go ahead, talk. I said, give me 1 second. I'm finna go ahead and get something. I got it. It's on y'all. Hold
okay,
it.
We'll hold it down.
Go ahead, Kyle.
We'll hold it down. Mr. Jeremy and Kyle show. Nah. It's like when Coach Hayes kept saying, he said he don't feel that James can be a no. He was saying that the discussion was about James, but he was talking about how like he don't think Sean Taylor could be a safety today. And you know what I'm saying, I'm disagreeing, whatever. But you know, he was just talking about coverages and stuff like that. But I'm like, it's your job as a coach to make sure he either get favorable matchups or he doesn't have to cover. He's a safety. His safety don't always have to be in coverage. That's your scheme. So it's the same thing with Avante. You have to put him in a position where he not gonna mess up or where he not gonna damage the rest of the defense. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
I can't do nothing but agree with that. But man, I'll mess up so bad. You can't tell me nobody ain't better than that, bro. Even if they don't know what they're doing, it's football. They still gotta find the ball, bro. They can't get on the field and find the ball, bro. You telling me they can't do that?
Yeah. See, like Brandon, so Brandon is saying you can't make somebody get it. Maybe they need to study more. Sometimes it's not about that, dog. Everybody learn different. So you can probably put them in a book and they told you already they had to kick Tay and James out of the room. Like them boys do study, they watch film and all that stuff. So the defensive concepts just may not fit to him. He may not see it properly. That doesn't mean he's slow or dumb, nor does that mean he's lazy and not studying.
That's key what you just said, though. That's key. He may not fit with what the defense need him and want him to do. That's the key right there.
Right.
But he make plays, bro. You can't. Some football players, man, they make plays, dog.
That's the bottom line.
If they make, I know.
I remember.
Coaches, go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna cut you off.
Nah, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead. Cool.
No. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say. I remember the guy. I don't know his name, but one of the linebackers. He used to have this dude that played linebacker. He used to be with Street them. I think he used to be filming sometimes or whatever. I think he played with Willie Williams, and he talked about that. He was like, he said his problem was he couldn't. I think he said he couldn't the playbook or he couldn't read or something. But he was just talking about how good he was. Period. He's like, he put me on the field, showed me what I should be doing or whatever he was saying. He simplified for me. He said I got it. But he was like man enough to admit he's like I couldn't really understand all that stuff, but I could play football. It's guys that are like that, dog. And when you're a coach, you're a teacher. And as a teacher, if you're sitting in the classroom and your students are failing, you can't just walk out there and tell the principal they can't learn. Bro, that's your job is to figure out how to make them learn.
You got to make it. You got to simplify it to the easiest form.
Yes, you do. And sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it's terminology. Sometimes it's the way you make him see the field, all that stuff. And I'm not saying that, Tay shouldn't have to catch on. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But guys like that, dog, you got to
basically
find a way
just
to get
saying put your best players on the field at all times. That's what you basically say.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You have to find a way, especially when, all right, it's cool to say, oh, this guy. For example, I'm gonna give y'all an example, and I ain't picking on the kid or nothing because I love that he's on the team. Ryan Ragone will always be in the right place. Why y'all don't want Ryan Ragone starting?
He ain't
You know
fast
what I'm
enough.
saying?
He know what to do, but he ain't gonna get to it fast enough.
Exactly. So if you got a guy in front of Tay, and I'm not saying this Blaze, I'm just saying period. You got guys that are in the place they need to be, but when the ball come their way, they're not making the play. What's the point? What's the point of being in the right place if you can't stop the play? That's not defense. That's just like being in a position for a rebound and you just box out and let the ball drop instead of getting the ball. Like, what you doing? Like,
you do everything, but you don't make the play or you don't get the rebound.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, that's why y'all didn't like Amari Carter.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Somebody target.
it's
His
time
name
and place, bro.
Target.
Target Carter. But when he wasn't targeting, what he was doing in the right place, missing tackles.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Hey, I promise I was to just bring him up when I was talking about Blades. Yep.
Yeah.
He knew plays, but he never was in the right. He never was in there to make the play.
He couldn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. I ain't gonna say he couldn't do nothing, but he didn't do nothing.
Oh, he not a
and
lay
I
that
know
wood
Blaze
though.
got a lot of. I mean, yeah, the people without the ball. If you ain't got the ball, he's gonna hit you hard. But if you ain't looking, but dang, boy, I remember that North Carolina game. The dude getting bounced everywhere. I'm like, Jesus Christ, boy.
Ain't got no instinct, but I know we hit goal. We got that number 24 from the West though. I love him. That's my favorite player on the team.
Yeah.
That's my favorite player.
Ooh, Cam sliding.
That's my favorite player.
Sliding, boy. Yeah, Cam sliding. Him and James.
That dude's so smart, dog.
Yeah, boy. And they both of them like. Yeah, I know Marvin got to be proud, but they both are like all over the field. That's what you got to like. And everybody talking about James can't cover and can't do this. Yeah, he ain't gonna never be a Deion Sanders, but don't act like he can't play the game and do what they asking him to do.
Say it again, bro. My phone. Somebody was calling my phone. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh no, I was saying like everybody was talking about James can't cover. He need to go back to linebacker, bro. He ain't gonna never be Deion, but don't act like he can't play the game at safety, bro. He got this far at safety for a reason, bro.
I don't like me, just my opinion, bro. I don't think he should play one position, bro. I think you should just use him like how Clemson used Simmons that year. I mean, when he was at Clemson.
I agree.
Yeah. He need to be all over the field, bro. He don't need to play no one position. He need to be all over the field. To me, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But just people want to just put him down.
No, I don't think he should play linebacker only. Nah,
at all or in none of that. People want him to play in. I'm like, no, bro.
That's putting a cap on his ability, dog. He should be all over the field, DN, linebacker, no matter what it is, safety, corner. Yeah. If he can guard that corner, but
nah, not corner, but you know, or maybe like a goal line, maybe like a goal line corner when they throw them fades or something.
Yeah, when you got a big receiver, so you're gonna have to play. Yeah, you're gonna have to sit that big receiver from Florida State, Wilson, whatever his name is, 14.
Right. Yeah. You hear some guys are like you just said. You made a good point, bro. Some guys aren't. You ain't got to be a position. You be a weapon. No. He's a weapon.
Yeah, he'll
move them all around.
Remember that year we played Clemson when 11 kept this destroying our offense when we was playing against them. Simmons was all over the place against our offense.
Yeah, all them Clemson games just jumbled together. All I see is ass whooping. I can't even pick them out, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
all them just jumbled together.
Yeah.
Brandon Took say Streeter think he's slick. He know Innis labeled an athlete. Brandon Tooks, what you looking at, boy? Street and Smith?
What you talking about?
What rank is you looking at? Street and Smith? Motherfucking huh?
Hey, Street, did we hold it down while you was gone?
Yeah, y'all finna hold it down again. Y'all got it. Y'all was having a ball in here. I was checking on y'all. Y'all having a ball in here.
Yeah, I'm in the group. I'm in the group meet, but I don't write that much. Cause y'all be writing too fast. I be about to respond to something, then I see something else pop up. Be like, God damn.
We gotta get it out. Yeah, we gotta get it out of there. I think we working on the website, man. I think a Discord would be better because we could put it like running back talk, offense talk, defensive talk, and it'd be in different places. But like then half of motherfuckers won't learn how to figure out how to use the Discord. So we'll only have 100 people in there because the other 100 will just give up.
Nah, they gonna call you. They gonna call Streeter and hey man, I've been wanting to get on IOD, but hey, check this out. Tell me how you do the Discord thing, man. I was in the running back room and couldn't get to the receiver room, and they gonna sign up for shit.
Man, people text me for all type of stuff, man. I have people texting me saying drunk. I have people texting me saying they think about killing themselves, and they just be like, man, listen, bro.
Oh,
I've had that numerous times.
Tell them. I don't know how it still is. I guess it still is, but y'all remember, man, we always said the group me is a safe space. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all ain't got to come in there and tell y'all business, but the group me, it wasn't never 24 hours of football. You feel me? It's a safe space. Like, we don't have people coming there and talk about that, especially as men and fellas. Like, we don't really have nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't go to our women because they're gonna use that shit eventually later, or they're gonna tell you business. Be around some fellas and you can vibe. You know what I'm saying? So the group me is a safe space, man. It ain't always got to be football, man. It really don't. We was just celebrating Rich and Coke Dog, and you know what I'm saying, and some of their advancements and achievements in school and stuff, and you know, Coke Dog wanted us to jump the teacher because he got to be on his dissertation. We was down. So, you know, y'all, hey.
He tell you what y'all. Nah, bro. I mean, I got a phone call, man, numerous times. It was like maybe 6 months ago. Somebody called me and it was like they need to talk to me, man. They want to hear my voice. I make them happy. Like my voice make them happy. About 6 months ago, and I asked my lady. I was like, "What to do?" And she was like, "Call him. Don't let him die, are you?" I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm calling."
What I do?
I think he was just drunk. I think
Thank God for your lady, bro.
Right. I think he was just drunk. I think he was drunk going through some
alcohol
stuff,
do it to you, boy.
Yeah.
But
no,
you know
man,
what, though? Like,
it's crazy. I didn't know I impact people. I'm just up here. Listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I don't have it all figured out, bro.
Nobody do, Screet.
Like, but I didn't know that I impact people. I didn't know I was impacting people's lives like that. And it was a shocker. What'd you say, Cal?
No, I was gonna say, I remember, damn, I forgot who it was. I forgot, but you know what though? I remember that night we was all on the Discord though. Me, you, Rich, and it was a bunch of us. And you know, I had found out. I forgot that. I think it was Steve.
When we was talking?
I found out, you know, me and Steve. Yeah, me and Steve, we used to work at the same place. We was working for Teva, and I'm not down. I don't want to put his business out there. But anyway, yeah. I'm not gonna put his business out there. But actually, no, he said it was. I don't know. I'm gonna say this. You working with that medication, it causes problems. And he revealed to us something that happened, whatever, whoop. And so from then on, we had like a long conversation. We was away from whatever we was talking about in the Discord. We went away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, you know, you got to recognize what's going on with somebody. Sometimes people just need to speak. You know, I'm not saying that he was looking for that. That's not what I'm saying. But it was just like, you know, sometimes as fellas, man, we need to be able to talk to each other. So, you know, the group me is just, it's going to be more than just football. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be mostly football. But it's a good little spot.
Yeah, right. Because men don't, like, listen, all that tough shit that they our daddy tried to get us to do was dumb shit, fool.
Yeah, stupid,
keep it in. Gotta be tough. And I get where they was going with it because you can't really show weakness a lot of times. Like Kyle said, women, they'll use it against you. You know what I'm saying? But no, dog, you gotta have somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Like you have to. I went to plenty of psychiatrists. What do they call like
therapists?
I used to go talk to therapists all the time. Just talk to them. Just talk to him and have somebody to talk to get his perspective. Because once they listen to you, and when they start talking back to you, you be like, man, fuck, I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I've went in relationships. I went a number of times. I believe in that stuff, man. But all that tough stuff we was taught, man, all that nigga being on crying.
Yeah. It mess you up in the longer run.
Yeah, and you know the people that taught us that, they didn't know no better. That's what they was taught. You know, they grew up in every generation grew up in a colder world than the, you know what I'm saying, than the one after them. Yeah.
Cycle.
So you know, we learn
There's a lot of tricks
now.
in that stuff too. It's some trick. There's a lot of tricks in playing with our manhood too. Like be a man, Man's supposed to do this. Man's supposed to pay the bills. Man's supposed. It's a lot of tricks in there, though, and you be playing with your emotions because you think you're being a man. You know what I'm saying? I got into it with plenty of females about saying
what a man should do.
He ain't a real man. Yeah. A real man would, and all she's really saying is a real man would do what I tell him to do, or what I need him to do, or what I want him to do. And so I used to be like, what do you mean by a real man? You know the real man. What type of man going? I say, listen, y'all cannot bear kids, and we'll never look at you and say, you're not a real woman. You can't even bear kids. So when do y'all get off? always putting men in levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them play with your emotions like that, dog. A real man. What a real man? You mean somebody who'll do what you want them to do? That's what you're saying. Yeah, I had to get on my homegirl about that. There ain't no real man.
Then when you do that,
man, like what's a real woman?
Then when you start doing it, then when you start doing everything they say that you know they're gonna call you, you're a sucker.
Yeah, now you're boring.
Now you're a sucker. You're a sucker.
Chris, what's up?
Man, y'all sound like y'all need a
Chris,
hug.
what's up?
Can you hear me straighter?
Yeah.
He said we need a hug.
Hey, y'all sound like y'all need a hug today.
Do we? Nah, we just chopping it up, dog. I mean, listen, man. In the name of being a real man, man, we done got duped plenty of time. We done got killed. We done got shot. We done got, you know what I'm saying?
Locked up.
Pay for, you know what I'm saying? Pay for everything. She got up and left you in the name of being a real man. Yeah, it happens, dog. It happens. A real man. A man should. You took man class in 7th period or something. Why you skip the woman class? You need to go to woman class because you only know what I'm supposed to be doing.
She don't even know what a woman is.
Nah,
they don't. You about to open up a can of worms with that.
Let's go then, baby. Let's go then.
Yeah, man, but all that tough stuff, man. You get what's your man? Who being here defending women all the time? What his name is?
JR. EJR.
EJR, yeah. But all that tough stuff, man. Nah, man. You need everybody needs somebody to talk to every now and then. Nobody got all the answers, dog.
Yep.
I done dealt with the top. I done dealt with the top people who y'all think perfect. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. They just was dealt a different deck of cards, and they played them a little different. But they're not perfect, dog. People y'all think Hall of Famers, they're not perfect.
Shit, all of them be the main ones killing themselves and stuff. So I know they ain't, you know.
Nah, they're not perfect people, dog. They not. But the way we see them is the way the TV depicts them. So the people who call me and say things like that and say, "Street man, you make my day" and stuff like that, is because the way the hour that I'm on here talking to you, is your perception of me. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait the day where this comes out that Street ain't paid his child support or Street ain't. I just can't wait to start the bad stuff. Street start coming out. Street summer auntie, wee picture or something like that. Listen, Street ain't perfect, fool. Listen, don't ever think that your boy perfect. Ain't nothing perfect. Ain't nothing perfect about your boy.
Listen, y'all wait till
dog. I care about
y'all wait till football. Y'all wait till football field become this big entity. Street gonna run that bitch like Death Row. We have Quan swinging on all these cameramen.
Listen. If I ever end up arrested, dog, it ain't whatever they talking about. It ain't true or something stupid and petty. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. Yeah, dog. Ain't nothing perfect. Ain't perfect by a long shot. I grew up in the library, man, and I'm able to see things from. I don't know. I always had an open mind, and I was able to see things from both sides, and I knew the world was bigger than what I saw in front of me because I grew up in the library, and I think that helped me a lot to be able to look at things and say, "Oh, that don't make sense. He died for our sins. What he did? Okay, what your Jesus did? What your God did?" Yeah, and I just make my own decisions on things. You know what I'm saying? But But listen, man, let's get back to football, man, before we start talking about Deshaun Watson again. That's the one day the group me got off. The one day the group me went off the rails and I had to put it back on the rails. Talking about Deshaun Watson.
In particular. Yeah. There's two things you gotta leave alone. Deshaun Watson and R. Kelly. Leave them alone if you don't want the circus. So we'll move
Chris,
on.
Where Chris at?
I'm still in here.
Oh, you had a question or something, or you just want to come in and holler?
Nah, I was just coming here at work, so I ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, work. Yeah. What you want to talk about, Chris? You had to have time. Chris, you got to go through a lot to get in here, dog. You had to have something on your mind. What you want to talk about, Chris? You want to see Shakari Brown play? We need a package for Shakari. What you want to talk about, dog?
Nah, I think it's the same thing everybody else want to see. I'm tired of A&M. I'm sick of that whole.
Tired of talking about A&M?
Yeah, that game dead to me. But I think more so, I just want to see like TVD do better, like simple stuff. I think a lot of blame getting passed around, a lot of overreaction because people had expectations that was way too high. For game 3, I think the worst thing that happened for the program was Appalachian State beating Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Like I think that was like the worst thing that could have happened because it woke Texas A&M up slightly. Their offense is still terrible, but and it killed every fan's expectation right then and there. Like everybody's expectation was like, oh yeah, we're gonna win this game. It went from we just wanted to be close to, oh, we got this in the bag. So that's kind of how I am with that whole situation.
Like a show of hands, who 3 months ago had us losing to Texas A&M? Show of hands.
I just see
hand up in the show of hands in the comment section. Who had us losing to Texas A&M 3 months ago and switched out when Appalachian State beat them? Like Appalachian State didn't always beat us.
I always had us with 2 losses. So even after Appalachian State, it's not like I said, man, we're gonna lose to Texas A&M, but 2 losses on my schedule, and it's those 2, and I'm fine with that. If it's just that Texas A&M and Clemson, I'm fine with that.
Right. Hit the like button for me, share for me, 786-405-9499. If y'all want to get down with IOD Squad, these people are really pulling the market down. Okay, you can just be sitting there, and your money is going down, But that's when you dollar cost average down. That's when you buy more. You know what I'm saying? When things are cheap, just like when you go to Kmart or Walmart, you buy things cheap to get them at a cheaper price, and that's how you do the market. Stop being a wussy and jump in there. Because listen, real talk. If you buy something at $1, right, and then it goes down to 50 cents, and now you're down 50%. If you buy another $1 worth of it again, what my math major's at? Are you in the green or are you in the red? Okay,
you're still in the red, I think, but not.
Nope.
You sure?
If you're down 50% and you buy another $1, nah. Well, I think you even. You even or you in the green.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What I'm saying is that's how you get back to positive, buying things cheaper, not necessarily we hope the market goes to the roof. Like it's gonna go out the sky one day. It can't keep going up. You gotta buy when it's down. I mean, and so that's where it's at right now. People are getting rich. Yeah, people getting rich right now. And speaking of rich, stop I say.
Nabule, what's up? What's up?
Richie Rich.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Rich?
Chilling.
Hold it down, man.
Oh, we got it. We'll hold it down. Hey, let me ask y'all something.
Hold it down.
You know it. Hey, let me ask y'all something. I don't know. This probably be a better street question for like X and Street, but Tim had said something earlier, and I had thought about this yesterday. He was talking about you see Huff on special team. Huff is flying on returns, on kickoffs, on all that. There's got to be a way to get this boy on the field, but he's too fast as a linebacker to just not have him playing.
I think he don't know what he's doing.
I guess, but god damn, can we at least, all right, hey, it's 3rd down, just blitz. Like, it's got to be something we can do with that boy. I see him on the kickoff, in the kick coverage. This man is always, wherever the ball at, he is fast, dog. I don't
coming up. Have him coming up the edge on 3rd down.
Who y'all talking about?
Got one assignment.
No, 9, number 9. What's his name?
Huff?
Huff, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but on kickoff, you got to think he only got one
Take
assignment.
it.
Stay in his
That's true.
lane.
Go get the ball.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you
Linebacker,
but
it's multiple things. You got coverages, you got
fella,
runs. It's
y'all get
a lot.
Hey, hold on. Listen, let me say this one thing to everybody. When you come in here, listen, bro, try to keep your background as quiet as possible or just mute yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I say that all the time, and X got the loudest background of anybody. And so I'm like a hypocrite for saying this shit. But yeah, just try to do that to keep the thing clean. You know what I'm saying? If you got a disrespectful baby mama, man, listen, I holler at her. Send my man down for 30 minutes. Hey, but nah, Huff. I think Huff is another one that struggles with understanding plays.
Look, Cal.
But
you can put him in on third down and blitz, right?
We've seen Huff, Cal. Now we've seen Huff under numerous plays last year, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to
But like right now, like I was,
y'all hold it down. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
But just like Chris said,
it wasn't
but like Chris said earlier, you know, Chris, you say he got one assignment on kickoff, right? You go stand his lane and go get the ball. You could put him in on third down. He could be a blitzer. Go get the quarterback.
Right.
He got the speed.
Yeah.
Why not?
That boy's too fast, bro. Too
got
fast.
the speed to get there. He could be a blitzer. What you think about that, Rich?
I mean, I think he could, but the thing that I'm concerned about when you say that is about Huff, is the fact that we got multiple players that we're saying that about. True. I mean, once again, it goes down to, you know, the players are there to play, but the coaches are there to teach. So, I mean, and look, here's the thing that I want to say before I preface that is the fact that the staff has only been here since January, some of them since February and March. So of course you're not gonna fix everything overnight. But the one thing that we do know is that we do have dogs, right? Because even A&M, with all the 5 stars that they got as freshmen and everything else, and A&M fans was like, yeah, I mean, we look at Miami's roster and it's like that y'all got as many dogs as we do. So we know that. Now it's about teaching those dogs to do what they got to do. You feel me?
I just think in some of these guys' cases, like when you got athletes, I'm a proponent of special packages. And I'm not saying they're not working on it, they don't have it. It's just that I look at some of these guys, I want to see them do certain things. Like I look at Huff, like I say, this man is always flying on the kickoffs. On the kick return, he's either ahead of or running down his own kick returner. Same thing with what's the boy? Thomas Davis. When I see him pass rush, it's like, wow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got some specialists on this team.
They just got to put it together.
Yeah. The one thing we don't want is, because it's been happening to Miami for the past 15 years, is we don't want guys to get out of here and have never reached their full potential and then go to the NFL on a discount at that. And then they be in the league for like 8-9 years. You like, well, dang, I thought he couldn't get on the field at Miami.
So what happened to a lot of our players? Happened to a lot of our players recently. A lot of them, mostly all of them in the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, over this last like 20-year span, you can name a bunch of them, man. Yeah, nothing that might or was just pedestrian, just average. Get to the league and they, better than what we saw him at.
Yeah.
Got I won't say Barrios. Barrios reached out. He maxed out his potential at UM. I'm not gonna say Barrios.
He did.
Yeah. The number one guy is obviously Rayshawn is another one. I don't remember him standing out at maybe
really
y'all
do
do.
too
I don't
much.
remember him standing out at
he didn't do too much.
Yeah. I think the number one guy for me was always been Sam Shields. That's ridiculous, dog.
Because he came in as a 5-star.
Yep.
Yeah. This dude almost if it weren't for that injury, I don't think I'm speaking too highly, but this man could have been a perennial All-Pro, maybe even a Hall of Famer the way he was going, dog. If he ever hurt his neck, man.
Right.
Yep.
Now, I did see Mark Pope returning some punts and kicks the other day for Jackson State.
Yeah, I put that in the group. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
He looked
Yeah.
good though. He looked good.
Yeah.
He did.
But you saw him breaking. But you saw him breaking tackles, and he not breaking them tackles at this level. So
That's true. Yeah, it is HBC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a difference. It's a difference. Yeah.
Streeter put
But he
Corn
did
Elder
look good.
in
You
the
said
comment.
He said Corn Elder. Yeah.
Corn
I
Elder
said to a
actually
extent.
played pretty
No.
To a
decent
extent.
towards the
I
end of
think
his
to a
career.
extent. To a extent.
Yeah, I think Elder reached his potential here
Towards
though.
the end.
Elder was
Towards
nice.
the end, he did better. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Just like Took saying about Barrios. Yeah, he only got 1 year, but
Yeah.
he got the most out of that 1 year. I think it took him a minute. You know
But
what
he
I'm
ain't
saying?
coming in a
Because
high recruit
athletes.
though.
Exactly. Yeah.
He ain't coming in a high recruit though. So he actually did good for what he came in as.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even what's your boy Allen Hearns and the other receiver?
I think we should use him more in the offense. Allen Hearn. No, what's the tight end name? Herndon. That's what I'm thinking about. Herndon.
Yep.
Yeah,
Chris
Herndon.
Herndon. Yeah.
We should have used him more. Yeah.
He had a solid season.
Jimmy Graham
What you
too. I know Jimmy Graham was new to football, but shit, like you go from that to man, Jimmy practiced some
Well, he
Hall of
played
Fame
football
votes,
1
man.
year or 2 years here.
I think it was one, right?
He did 1 year here.
He did 1 year.
Yeah, because
1 year
after basketball. Yeah, but I remember, I'm a Dolphins fan, so the first thing I'm looking at is UM players, and I'm like, Jimmy Graham is 6'8". I didn't think he was gonna be this, but I'm like, Miami, y'all get this dude. Man, yeah, you can't teach height, bro. And bounce. He's a basketball player. He got bounce too.
So he gonna get up and grab the ball at a high point.
Yeah, that boy was awesome, man.
Yeah, all he had to do was put a little bit more weight on him, and that's it. And he had a
See what
hell
he
of a
became?
career. Yeah.
See what he became?
Yeah.
Is he still in the league right now, or he done?
He might be done because he started the last 2 or 3 years. He started kind of just like barely hanging on. Yeah.
I think he's still in Chicago.
Well, all them hits, those things starting to add up, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, he's not a football player.
Nah, he's a basketball player, so yeah.
Right. So it's not like,
I got a question for y'all. Was he good on Miami basketball team?
He was a role player, but he's a starter. He was undersized.
He was
undersized though.
He was like Dennis. Okay. He was like Dennis Rodman. He was like
rebounder.
He was like the rebounder, enforcer, punch you in your face guy. That's weird because he wasn't the punch you in your face guy in the NFL, but on the basketball court, he was like the tough guy.
We all know those basketball dudes that's out there playing football.
Yeah. On the NFL, he looked like a model.
Right.
Like a male model.
He was like on the basketball court. He was usually like the biggest dude on the court, not the tallest, but the biggest.
Yeah.
So he was like 6'9", 6'8", but undersized, big man, But that shit was perfect for football, boy.
Yeah. Now, who y'all think this year is gonna do the same thing? You think somebody like Ivy or Flag?
Oh, God.
Same thing like what?
You know what, Jay White? I'm waiting on Jay White. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead and say Ivy. You already know.
You think one of them boys gonna have 5 to 7 year career in the NFL?
Oh, for sure. I keep telling Kyle he's drinking that Ivy Kool-Aid.
And go ahead.
I'm drinking it too now.
I don't know why he's tripping, man.
Y'all
Chris,
that
I'm on the bandwagon now.
Hey, DJ Ivy for president.
I like it, boy. He looked too good for me to go against him again.
Nah, I got to get some more. I got to get some more games out of him, bro. That was
he got the tools, man. He got to put it together. That's it.
Well, Kyle, you better ask for that man autograph.
No, I'm straight. I'm good. If I ever get DJ autograph, I'm forging something. So I'm straight. I got that.
What you gonna say it is, Kyle?
I'm forging. It's gonna say DJ Ivy. He gonna get an NFL card. I know he is. He gonna get done now. I don't know what he gonna do, but he gonna get a little invite.
He got that body type.
Yeah, he do. He does. And I was telling I was saying this too. They had one of his workout videos, not the one somebody just put up, but like a month or two ago.
He's smooth, man.
And I was in the group, and I said that whatchamacallit argue with me, and I'm like, dog, the man got hips.
Smooth, bro.
And he do, bro. Boy, I see it.
They had that. What you talking about on Twitter? They had the 2 plays. You know the play he made, the first one he broke that pass up on third down, the first third down.
Mm-hmm.
He did that move in the drill you talking about. They had that side by side on Twitter. They were like
Yeah, I
doing
saw that
practice.
with the one he. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
who he was running with was that Ed? That wasn't Ed, was it?
I don't know who that was
I
on
don't
the
know who he
Plato,
was
but
practicing with. But it was another. No, it wasn't that one. It was another one where they were showing his drills and he was like backpedaling and all. And I'm like,
yeah,
look at this boy. This boy is
yeah.
smooth. And I'm like, I didn't know he was even smooth like that. So I said, now I see what everybody be seeing in practice.
Coaching,
But
man.
still, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with corner. I'm gonna say this though. Of course, you need coaching. You need it for all your technique and all that kind of stuff. But corner is almost one of those. If either you can do it or you can't. Like, there's not a
Right.
whole lot the corner. You know what I'm saying? Is can you cover? It's not that. It's not that much. You know what I'm saying? His problem was he could cover. His brain just wasn't working right. But somebody has been able to. A guy has gotten something done. I don't know what it is, but he gotten something done. So
Yeah.
let's just see if he
I,
can keep it up, man. I'm rooting for the young man.
I agree with you because at corner, your height is your height,
Mm-hmm.
but your technique, you can learn that shit. You can learn technique, but when it comes to want to, like making an extra play, going for an interception, biting on a route to catch an interception and really like being a dog, that has to be something that you could either do or not do. Just like
Mm-hmm.
when you're a receiver, same thing with blocking. Every receiver want to catch the ball,
Hmm. Right.
but the ones the guys who separate themselves from a regular receiver are the ones who actually want to go out there and block.
You want to. You gotta have that want
Yeah,
to.
yep.
Yep.
Just tied in too. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we don't seen once again. We don't like to point kids out, but we don't see Mallory on a couple blocks where we like, come on now.
Right.
That's true.
And,
Mm-hmm.
and, and this, I got a question about that because I want to ask y'all specifically, how do you handle that? Because like what she was saying, you come in and oh, if you don't know the playbook, you're not gonna play yada yada yada, and then you got to stand to it. But how do you come in and say if you don't do these little things, do this, do that, woo woo? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. But you got
Mm-hmm.
a guy like Mallory that's not gonna ever lose his starting job for the pitiful blocking that he doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. How do you balance that out? Like, how do you know what I mean?
I I think me personally, um, and I don't know if you. I know there's still trust issues amongst that everybody, right? But I have to say if you especially if you're a man down when it comes to receiver, you got to let Skinner play that natural flex role that he could play, and then you got to let Arroyo play that inline tight end who likes to catch passes as well. You could literally have three tight ends on the field if you want to. It's just you got to design plays for them,
I
So
know, but no. What I'm talking about as far I'm talking about roster management, not the plays and stuff, but roster management. How do
Mm-hmm.
you say one guy's not doing this so he can't play, but there's another guy that's not doing this, but you're gonna keep sending him out there? How do
you
you get
you
that
want me to
message
give you?
across to everybody?
Rich just said it. It's trust. They trust Mallory. At least Mallory ain't gonna
But
block,
I
but at
trust
least
you to do what? Not block.
Well, that's been a theme on the team, haven't it? Oh, this
that's
guy
true,
don't know
bro.
the playbook, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
No,
I got
no,
you.
I'm
I got
saying they
you.
trust him, bro, not me, bro. I mean, you on the same page. I'm saying they
Right.
trust him, not me. I don't I don't believe in nothing most of it. I don't think Mallory should be starting. I think Arroyo should be the starting tight end.
I
That's just me.
agree.
That's just
I
me.
agree. Because it's like y'all saw when I think when Latson missed that block with Bashar,
Oh
they
my
pulled
god, I
him.
scream. I scream. Oh my god, I
It
scream.
was,
Jeez.
yeah, that was messed up, but they
Scared
pulled
to
him.
blow that
But it's
block,
like
bro.
y'all don't, yeah, but that y'all don't never pull Mallory.
Yeah.
And I'm not advocating for him to get pulled. I'm just saying fair is fair because when everybody get mad at Avante for what he does, you got to imagine Avante sitting up there watching these games too, saying this guy ain't doing this, that guy ain't doing that. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't get me on the field, or it feels like a punishment sometimes.
I agree. I agree. And you don't want that doghouse stuff with a new staff because I believe that you want football in general, any sport. You want your athletes to play loose and have fun, no matter what. No matter
Hmm.
what. Because when you play that way, that's when you make those big plays.
Right.
So
Right.
when
I
you
think
always
That's
thinking
another.
about,
That's another thing about Huff too, Kyle. I was thinking, and y'all can have it. In order to play as fast as you play on the kickoff, you cannot be thinking. It's different when you got to do it on defense.
Oh no, I know. But like I was saying,
Right.
what we were saying and what we was talking about earlier, you could put them in on rushing downs. Hey, go get the quarterback. You know.
yeah, I agree with that.
I would love for Huff to put it together, bro. That boy's a special athlete, man.
He looked
'Cause
well
you,
put together too on TV.
yeah, you're gonna have guys who are always consistent. Like I remember somebody was having a conversation about Mesidor versus what's his name,
LT.
Leonard Taylor. Yeah,
I like
and
LT.
and Mesidor at this point in his game is just more consistent, right? So he's not gonna make the 10-yard tackle for loss every game, right? But he gonna be in on damn near every tackle, or the way that he contains is gonna have the offense having a scheme differently because he has sound gap integrity and so on and so forth. So it's kind of that same deal where you are gonna have guys who are like that, and then you're gonna have guys who can make those splash plays, like Leonard Taylor, right? He might be quiet. If you give him 20 plays, he might be quiet for 15 of those plays, and then show up for 5 of those plays that determine a ball game. So, are you going to leave him off the field because of those other 15 plays when you got Mesidor who cleaning stuff up anyway?
Right.
That's a good question.
That's a good one. It is. That's a good question.
That's a good problem to have too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good problem to have too.
Yeah.
What would you do, Rich, if you were the coach?
You gotta design a package for LT. You gotta
that's true.
put him in there. Same thing with, like, when you mentioned Thomas Davis, I feel that way about him too. He kind of pops off the screen when it comes to rushing the passer too. And it's like, well, you don't want to rotate, because I think we're all kind of sick of that. You don't want to necessarily rotate every other play, but you definitely want to have your packages for certain situations.
I'm quite frankly like, and don't get me wrong, this is one of them spots where I can say, the coaches, they know what they're doing because they have a plan for how they want to do things and they have their reasons. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sick of the rotations. I understand the D-line rotations, but gosh, I'm so sick of these just over rotating everybody, bro. It's boy, players need rhythm too, just like running backs, man.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, man, you just got to put the ballers on the field, man. Ballers gonna make plays, bro. Like we can't keep making it hard. For football is football, dog. You get to the ball, tackle the man, get him on the floor.
Yeah, it's kind of like what Spence said when Spence was here, when we was talking about the D'Onofrio. I'm gonna be quick, Rich. When he was talking about the D'Onofrio defense, and he was just like, "If you're a baller, you go." I didn't agree with the statement, but I understood what he was saying. He's like, "If you're a baller, you can ball in any defense." So that's how I kind of feel. Go ahead, Rich.
No, I was just gonna mention you're absolutely right. Speaking of ballers, we looking at number one linebacker, 2024, man.
He looked good last night. Oh my God.
Scary good, man.
Oh my God. I was watching it on Facebook Live. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, man.
I gotta check. I can never really get to these like high school games and stuff, man. I gotta check these kids out.
You be working that night?
Yeah, I'm always working, bro. I'm working right now.
You gotta get that money, man.
Yeah, But I'm gonna have to start. I've been stopped watching like high school. Once I started, like messing around with football, it kind of, bring that interest back. You want to see what what the kids doing and all that stuff. God, dog, Jesus,
you seen that?
Yeah,
that was the running back.
Gracious.
That boy looked
That's a
good
big
last
boy.
night, boy.
Damn.
You gonna look good in that orange and green.
That 140 hit, was it?
I don't know what number that was.
Nah, that wasn't 4.
That was 23.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
23.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was gonna say that man would have took Ford out of the game with a hit like that.
Oh shit! Damn.
That's a
And then
big boy.
he look big. Imagine him in a college system though.
All
But
right. What is
he a
he?
little chubby
Class of
still though.
what?
You see,
Yeah, he chubby still.
24.
Class of, oh, okay. So he got 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, he a little chubby. You see the
Jeez,
stomach?
boy.
You see the stomach?
Yeah, he
Yep.
is.
They
He
gonna
is.
turn all that into like less than 10% body fat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he don't look very cut, just like a big kid. That's a big boy though. Goodness.
Yeah, that
How
is a big
tall is
boy.
he?
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3", right? That's what
Jesus.
Something
it's.
like that, like 6'3".
Yeah, that's what it's on the profile. You look him
Yeah,
up.
a hit like that, 23 gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
Yeah. He ain't gonna want to tip
Mm-hmm.
no more when he see him.
Hey, boy. I don't know what they putting in these kids' honey buns
Hey,
and chips,
Rich.
but boy,
Hey,
goodness.
Rich.
Yeah.
That hit gonna make him think when he get that ball, I'm hitting the hole, coach. I ain't doing all that playing.
No bouncing around for me,
No
man.
more
I'm going
tipping,
north to
boy. I'm
south.
gone, boy.
That type of hit, you get up and you look for your old lineman and be like, man, why you ain't blocked for me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
You're
That's
gonna
true.
be
You
like
right.
Rambo and Navon.
Yeah. Rambo down there jacking the one up.
Yeah, but that's what we needed. And then
He know how
everybody
to
was
jack
like,
their
"Man,
ass
you don't
up.
do that." Nah, that's what you supposed to do, man.
Shit, that's what they
Our
did
culture
back
was so
then.
bad, dog. Well, our culture was so bad, dog.
Yeah, you can't get everybody with this soft old culture. You can't yell at him. You can't, man. Come on, man. It's football, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so speaking of culture, what you think about what's his name? Herm Edwards getting fired
Oh,
and
boy.
the culture that got him fired.
Somebody want his job.
Mm.
Yeah. What
That's
was
what it
crazy
seemed
to
like to
me
me.
was I thought it was a joke at first when people was like they fired him on the field. They actually went out there on the field and was like, "Hey man, we're gonna call it quits." I was like, this dude,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at where, because he's been in the game for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
I just believe that it's just a level of disrespect sometimes when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to some of these schools and how they treat people. Because this man does not have to coach at Arizona State. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. He could have stayed as a commentator and probably lived a better life and not work the schedule he worked. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me?
And that's what people don't get that when you, especially when you get to a certain level, you do things when you go out your way and do things that make you uncomfortable. People gotta appreciate that because, like you said, he could have sat there, commentated, made good money, and you know what I'm saying. And especially at at an age like that, you start to, and even at our age, you start to want to be in places where you are at peace. Like what everybody be
Right.
talking about. Somebody said to me the other day, "Man, you think Dion gonna go to Arizona State?" I said, "For go to Arizona?" I said, "For what?" I
For
said, "That
what?
man
Nah,
living like a king in Jackson, bro. Like,
got it
nah.
made.
If he leave, it's gonna be for either Florida State or
FSU.
something glorious. But yeah, and that's an if. That man is you talking about a guy that don't need no money, don't need no notoriety, don't need nothing.
Mm-mm.
But he in a place where he's in control of everything, man. That's kind of what you strive for.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's just like jumping back in the 9 to 5
Yeah.
where they
Mm,
could put you on a pit and all type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go through that when you
Got it
got
made.
enough money where you don't have to?
That's what Americans do, though. That's what Americans do. You got it made. You think the grass is greener.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah.
y'all see that Georgia Tech rumor? Talking about Georgia Tech supposed to may go out there. He better not leave for Georgia Tech now. No
Nah.
disrespect to
They,
him,
they,
but
they, they may do what?
Georgia Tech, it's a rumor going out on Twitter that Georgia Tech may reach out to him, some shit like that.
Oh, I
I
heard that.
mean,
What he gonna do at Georgia Tech,
I'm
man?
telling you, why go to Georgia Tech? You stay at
right,
Jackson State. Georgia Tech ain't like they Miami or Florida State.
right.
You gonna have to
It,
work hard
it's
to get recruits to go there.
yeah, and then the same thing gonna happen. He gonna have 2 losing seasons. Every
He gonna be
booster
gone.
over there, yeah, they're gonna be, oh, fire him. He's
Mm-hmm.
terrible, right? When a team been terrible the past 10 years, like it's his fault.
If it ain't no, ain't gonna say if it ain't no Alabama, Florida State, no top tier school, don't leave Jackson State. He ain't right there. He ain't right there.
Shoot, he could end up becoming like a AD or one of these conference board members or something like that for the HBCU board member or something. Why would you go back in the fire to be a coach?
Yep. You go from being a store manager to a regular associate, basically.
Right, right.
Anybody know what's his actual contract?
Nope. Ain't no money get put out like that.
Nah.
He don't. You gotta
No,
think
I
about it,
mean
he already.
years. Anybody know if he got? Well, no, I just want to know how many years he had on that under contract.
Yeah, they never really. I never really looked it up to tell you the truth, so I don't know. I ain't never really looked it up. I could go on Google right now and check real quick though.
Yeah, they better. That boy should have a lifetime, a
I'm
lifetime
telling you,
Yeah.
contract.
I would never get rid of him. He got a blank check on the day.
And maybe they can't pay him a lot, but what they can
Yeah.
do is, of course, with all the endorsements. I mean, you see what he doing with
Oh, here,
Barstool Sports.
you go to contract right here, y'all. 4-year deal worth 1.2 million overall, $300,000 annually in 2020.
Yeah, that ain't much. He
Ain't
making
no
his
money.
money on endorsements.
Yeah. So he got a 4-year deal, Cal, basically.
Because as soon as he got there, he actually, I haven't seen anything yet, but I remember them talking about doing a Netflix deal.
Yeah.
So he had that going on, the Barstool stuff.
Still
I
got the
mean,
Under Armour deal.
yep,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah. And he got the one with Aflac with Coach Saban.
Yep,
So he got
not
bread like
Coca-Cola,
this.
Pepsi.
Pepsi, yeah. So he Gucci. He good. That's, what Street done left? Street done got off?
He
Oh, Rich,
left.
I got a question for you, Rich. What's your I know we gonna win, but you think we gonna TBD gonna open it up more, or we gonna continue to run the ball? What you thinking?
It's an interesting question because Middle Tennessee is one of those teams
Yeah, throw the ball a lot.
historically that likes to pass the ball. But I think we're gonna have, and that brings about two issues, right? If
Yeah.
they got dogs on their team and they can actually connect on what they're trying to do, then we're gonna have to respond and open up the offense. But if we do what we got to do on defense, then they shouldn't be, converting, the explosive plays that they want to. So if they don't convert explosive plays, we're gonna be running the ball. In my opinion, I think the formation is gonna be different. We're probably gonna have different personnel on the field, but I don't think we're gonna get away. Because the one thing that I saw with the A&M game is I know everybody complained about having explosive plays,
Mm-hmm.
but when you and Kyle, shout out to you because I didn't even want to watch Homeboy's breakdown, but when I actually watched it, I was looking at some of these formations
We talking
and
about
I saw,
the Smith dude? Who
yeah,
breakdown? Okay.
the dude
Minister
who was,
something.
yeah, Minister something. He was the dude who was who was going back and forth with Gaddis, had beef with Gaddis.
Okay.
So watching his breakdown and seeing where the receivers was running, it was like they always flooded one side of the field. And when you do that and then you're trying to run a post, it's like they're trying to hit these big explosive plays all the time, but they weren't converting. And
Mm-hmm.
the route scheme was just terrible because if you're in cover zero as A&M, all you got to do is flood one side of the field because that's where everybody going.
Yeah.
So I think personally, especially when you look at cover zero, it would have been better to have a couple of comeback routes, some slants, some I can't even say bubbles because nobody was blocking,
Mm-mm.
but it would have been better to have routes like that because
Quick routes.
yeah, you could take it 5-7 yards and go up the field with it, and make it a 15-yard play. So I'm not looking for TVD to like play action pass and wind it up and throw it 40, 50 yards. Because that's unless we change the formation and we change the scheme, that's not really working for us. But if they start passing more intermediate, getting more tight ends in the game, I believe some of them 5 to 7 yard passes could turn into big chunk yards. And that's how you're gonna have explosive plays, not necessarily TVD throwing it for 40, 50 yards. So it could be explosive, but it's gonna be one of those explosive plays that has to develop, not necessarily like, come out and score in 20 seconds.
So you know what, Jerm? You know what you were saying earlier, Jerm, about you were saying earlier about them trusting Mallory, and I'm like, okay, cool. You know what he can and cannot do. So I feel like this: if they really feel that badly about receivers, I only want to see Mallory flexed out wide. Line him up like a real and flex him out wide because he like to just go up and down the field anyway. He's not good, having to turn and all that stuff. You flex him out wide. That's all you do. And let Arroyo, Mamorelli, and them other guys get some PT. Exploit them tight ends.
This should be a game where TVD and his receivers should make this like a live practice, man. They should get the chemistry. You ain't gonna get the full chemistry, but y'all could build with this. You ain't got to rush. We know we gonna dominate this team, but let's work on some things for this game, man.
Right.
Because we gonna need him to pass that ball throughout that season, man. They gonna key in on the run later on in the year, so they gonna force him to pass the ball. Everybody know that. He watch football for the long. They gonna make TVD beat them.
Yep. Yeah, and you play Clemson, you may not even be able to run.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Saying that true, you gonna have to run. Yeah.
Shoot, we're gonna start looking at sophomore season Scaife and sophomore season Clark against Clemson.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see that.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's up to Gaddis. Gaddis, I think Streeter said it to Hayes, and that's the same way I've been feeling. Like this game, I want to see. I need to see the ball flying, not just because I need to see it. I just need y'all, like Jeremy just said, it need to be worked on. Y'all need to be worked on. Y'all do need to be doing this like it's a practice, bro.
Yeah. Cause they overmatched, man. Come on, man. We supposed to be working on everything we need to work on for this game, man. They overmatched. We could dominate them, man. No, we don't need no simple playbook. We need a full playbook for this game, man. Work on not full playbook. Exactly. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and with the running backs too. Like, I want to see you take some stuff to the house. Like, I don't. If it's a hole that's open, man, I don't want to see it was a 9-yard gain, great play. Nah, if
49 yards
like that, exactly.
49 yards.
Take that shit to the house.
What's his name? Is Parrish got to pick them feet up when he hitting the hole, man.
Right.
See, Screeder. I mean, not Screeder. Number 4. When he hit the hole, he running with them knees high.
Yeah,
he gone. Yeah, he gone. I'm talking about Screeder.
Yeah, but Street ain't ran like that in a long time, bro.
Like Streeter. I get his name mixed up with Streeter. I'm tripping.
I don't know. They say Streeter used to hoop bow-legged, so I don't know. But
yeah, I see the little walk.
Nah, but hey, but and I remember it was on Hayes' show and Groove said it. He was talking about the running backs going down too easily. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you been looking at, but Parrish ain't you ain't taking Parrish down like that. Now Knighton need to like shake them little leg tackles and stuff, but Parrish, that boy runs very hard, bro. He just ain't. I just don't think y'all gonna see that breakaway from him, dog. I just don't think you're gonna see it.
Rich want to see. That's what Rich want to see. Rich want to see that 10-yard play going to like a 40-yard play.
Right.
I just don't know if it's there.
Dad run violent. Dad run like he run like he tumbling already.
Yeah, he do.
And
so one thing that Knighton does well is it's not just he's faster than all the backs we got. But what he does well is he attacks once a hole opens, I mean, just a sliver of daylight, he attacks that shit. Yeah. And just by attacking a hole quicker, you might make somebody that's supposed to be in that hole playing their gap integrity. You might make them miss And now you done gain another 20, 25 yards because that first person missed, and now you got to get tackled by a safety. So that's what I'm like when Parrish runs, he runs a little bit patient, but when you see that hole and you hit it, you can make a guy miss. You can make that second level miss. And that's where you're going to have that 20, 30 plus yard play, because now the corner's got to go tackle you. The safety got to go tackle you. So that's what I'm looking to see.
I think we're gonna get a whole lot of Thad in this game. I don't know why I got that feeling.
Okay, I don't want to say this the wrong way, but I hope not, because if we get a lot of that means we ain't throwing the ball. And that's that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see that ball get slung.
I don't know why I got that feeling. It just
I
came to
hope
me.
they jump out on IS 21 zip.
Oh my God. I don't want
Since
that.
we're gonna have to throw the ball in. I hope they fucking get a fumble. I hope they get up on us because I want to see.
You want to see that adversity?
I want to see if TVD. I want to see, if we could work in this offense. Force us to throw the ball. I don't care.
I want to see somebody get angry.
Somebody in the chat said we need to give Jake Garcia at least 2 drives in this game.
No, it's too early to be starting that bullshit. It's too early to start doing
that. He's not that bad. Come on, man, relax.
People gotta look. It's more than just that, dog. You could derail your season when you start playing musical chairs with the quarterbacks, man. Just wait. You gotta give it some more time so you can say, okay, we gotta go to something else. You just gotta wait, bro. You gotta be patient, bro.
He just off, man. Once he get it together, he'll be all right.
What about a Ja'Cory Brown package? Like, if we're running the ball really well, right?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we bring in a package where, hey,
like
listen, I know we know we're gonna run the ball.
Like
all
a wildcat.
So let them RPO, or let them keep it or give it off. Like, especially in the red zone, if y'all scared, if we're
Ooh,
afraid
that would have
to pass
been,
the ball.
hey, that would have been good against Texas A&M Street on the goal line.
It would. It was ready for that. Would have
been
been a big. Yeah, but that's a big game to get thrown in like that.
Yeah,
Boy.
that's true.
Listen,
that's true.
Listen,
that's
boy.
True.
That shit looks surreal. It looked like the people at the top was green screened in, bro. It did not look real.
Damn.
Standing on that field, bro.
No,
it did. It didn't look real. Fool. Y'all see it on TV, right? And on TV it looked crazy. You hear Kurt Herbstreit talking. In real life, it looked like, who the fuck? Like, how the fuck did they get up there? You know what I'm saying? Who walked up there and who wants to watch the game from up there? You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like. No, that was surreal to anybody from South Florida. Like I said, Khalil, boy, I said, but that shit was lit. He said, boy, that thing was crunk, boy. It was crunk. It was definitely surreal. So that would have been a big game to bring him in on. Like,
Hey, I can ask y'all guys a question. Y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all older than me, but I see this thing going around about the attendance for Miami. Y'all been Miami fans probably longer than me. How y'all feel about that when they keep saying Miami don't sell out the games and Texas A&M sell out games? How y'all feel about that? I keep seeing that going around this whole week.
I got a story. Where everybody at? Everybody mute? Where everybody still in here?
We in here.
Y'all, you heard the question, Rich. How you feel about that?
I got a story I'm trying to write. I asked 6 current recruits and Warren Sapp. Do you care? Did you care about the stadium and about the college atmosphere when you was being recruited? And I'm trying to put it in the story because I want y'all to see it was definitely slanted one way.
They don't give a damn.
I asked Malachi, the young kid from American Heritage. I asked Jacoby George. I asked Jackson Carver. I asked Papo. Aguirre. You know what I'm saying? Do you care? Do you care about? I'm gonna have somebody putting it in the story for me right now. We're gonna put it in the football in the member section. What do I think? I think that. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, y'all got it. I think I've talked about it before. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead, Rich. Okay, y'all got it.
I just personally, the college atmosphere helps you fall in love with college football. And it's something that you have to do when you live in a rural town because there ain't nothing else to do. My thing is this. I know the kids was probably like, nah, we don't care about that because Saturday is Saturday. So when you are in, no shade to A&M, but when you in College Station or whatever, ain't nothing to do Monday through Friday or Sunday through Friday, you know? And in some cases you want to stay to yourself anyway. So with Miami, it's Miami is live. So I think any recruit would trade, especially if you're from South Florida, Sunday through Friday for 40,000 fans on Saturday. Especially when you got, all these brands out here, NIL, so on and so forth. So it's trade-offs to everything. I think you just got to give context to the whole story. Like when TVD was saying what he said that from the perspective of being a quarterback. Like as a quarterback, yeah, when you go to Death Valley and you play Clemson and you throw that 60-yard bomb and you score on them boys and now they got to shut their mouth. Yeah, that make you feel good because the crowd is silent. So you done dead all that noise. So I think that's what he was really alluding to. Not necessarily the fact that there's a problem with Miami. It's the fact that when you go into those big crowds, just like A&M, A&M's crowd was suspect. They was quiet because they thought that that they was in jeopardy. So I get what people took that out of context and they trying to make it a recruiting thing and people don't want to go here because nobody don't show up. I do have to say that it's a wonderful thing when fans show up, and this is why I like what we do over at Footballville and Caneville because it gives fans an opportunity to have a voice, and the more that you have a voice, the more likely you're going to find value in going to a game. So that's kind of the way that I see it. You on mute, Street.
Everybody else still in here? Got Germ, KB.
Yo. Oh yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, I'm right here. Okay. I think Chris got in trouble. Chris, they sent Chris to the office.
He got in trouble. What happened to him?
I think he got in trouble. He was at work. He just disappeared, man. I think he got sent to the office.
Anybody else got a take on what he asked, the question he asked?
I think Rich summed that up perfectly. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing he was talking about. Like, even remember the Texas A&M fan said that. I was like, he was like, man, don't even try to get an Airbnb in what they call it by College Station. He's like, bro, there's nothing to do. So
I said this to Street. I didn't want to. I said this to Street because it's true. So when I was up at because we on YouTube, this gonna go everywhere, or anybody could listen to this. But when I was at Clemson, I remember coming on campus and they would tell you, like, yo, not trying to make this racial, but it is what it is. They was like, yo, if you black, like, make sure you give a head nod or you say something when you pass other black people. And that went for both, athletes as well as regular enrolled students. So when you see a black person, you be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? You'll greet them because you want to know who they are, because there's not a lot of you on campus. You know what I'm saying? So if anything go down, you at a party and something go down, you know what I'm saying? You make sure you know if you the only one or not. And it is what it is in towns like that.
Yeah. Hey, Streeter, Chris said he's still there. He said add him back. He had to go talk to HR, but he back. Man,
ain't gonna talk to HR. Ain't gonna talk to HR. So check me out. This was the space the other day.
Bro, those people ain't wanted no smoke. They was nice. Thanks.
Now they're like they just own something different. They have their own tradition. I had one dude on the way out there yelling, "Matt, Matt, first of all, Matt, you're a Texas A&M fan, right? You from Texas?
Listen to how he explained.
Okay,
Texas
what's going on?
A&M. This was the space of the night. This is the podcast, man.
About,
y'all don't.
Hold on, my son's about to cry.
That
stadium's old. It's not old. It's actually, I think it's newer than. I think this new stadium's actually newer than Hard Rock. I believe it's just the elevators and escalators, like and the stadium like that. It's hard to do all of that. And make it efficient, I guess is what I would say.
Right.
That's the one thing I would say about
how old is it? How old is it? It didn't look. It doesn't look like Florida State, though.
Grant.
It doesn't look like Tallahassee. No, it doesn't look like that.
No, Grant can correct me, but I believe our second in the SEC is when it was
You're talking about these are Texas A&M fans.
14, I believe, is when it was finally like the completely finished and built. I believe. I could be wrong, but I think it's 2014.
I'll put up a picture. I took some nice pictures of it from the media room because I was at the top. When we say, this is what we're saying, man. We play, and everybody joke about Miami Stadium, right?
Yeah, no, you played a pro stadium. Those are completely different animals. I
agree. Right. We play, right. We just never won it. We play in what's the word? Cal, help me out. We play in it's a pro stadium. It's an NFL stadium. I mean, we got jumbotrons. We got all this stuff. So when we go to these college towns and it's 100,000, 80,000 they fit, and it's full packed to the rim, but we like, but the stadium, FSU Stadium is beautiful inside. On the outside, it looked like a state fair.
No, I get what you're saying. I think. Right. I think.
Watch how he explains
on the season
what football holders, is to them in that stadium.
The cushions and all that.
We don't even relate to what he's about to talk about.
Get those. It's just like it's special. It's the season ticket holders, which I understand. But I also think the bench layout where you're sitting on a bleacher like that, I believe. That's also to help with more people. Because seats take up more spot.
You can never have benches in Miami telling people to sit down.
That would never work in Miami, bro. It'll never. We'll have fights. People be having their seats stole.
Well, the other part of it,
y'all just better.
But the other part of it is, we stand the whole game. Like unless you're over the age of 35, you're standing, and sucks to be you're standing. So part of it's like we don't need to, if you put in curved seats, it's harder to stand. So that's part of it too, for better, for worse.
Such nice people. 1 second. Shout out to 305. Gaddis need to wake up like he sleep up in the box. And shout out to Dwayne with the $10. Say y'all need to relax. We are headed to a totally different direction from where we were headed the past 15 years. Let's see if we're having these arguments in 3 years. In year 3, when Mario got all this goons, but some of these dudes gonna be committed suicide by year 3, bro. They ain't gonna make it there with us.
I mean, Kyle's got. I mean, I got the year right. It's 2014. They've made updates to it, and there are more updates coming next year. But it's an older stadium, but it was planned to be expanded always. So hopefully we never tear this one down.
Listen. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I took pictures of it from the media room, and when it was empty and nobody was there yet, and they're awesome pictures. That stadium looked cool. We're comparing it to Hard Rock. We walk into an NFL stadium every Saturday, and that's the part that we don't ever brag and boast about our stadium having
shit about the volleyball team. We don't give a shit about the baseball team.
Here we go.
Jumbotron on the inside, outside. Like we have, and that's what we're saying. We're saying that you guys' stadium are college stadiums compared to our NFL.
No, you just can't compare them, and it's different because to us. That's the church, it's everything. That's all we have to put money into. Because, speaking frankly, we don't give a shit about the basketball team. We don't give a shit about the volleyball team. We don't give a shit about the baseball team. It is football. That is our religion. That is all the fuck we care about. Everything goes to that. So we build it. It's huge. It's brick. It's beautiful. And then you go to Hard Rock and it's, this is gorgeous. And Miami's got all that other stuff going on. And they should. They're a beautiful metroplex. So it's totally different, but I've been to Hard Rock once before for the Orange Bowl in 2020, and I'm so excited to go back because that stadium is gorgeous, man.
Right. So explain it to me. I want you to elaborate a little bit on it. You just said it's your church, and that's what it felt like. It felt like a ritual. It did. It felt like a culture. It felt like you guys had your own thing going on. It's explain that to us, bro. Explain that to us.
Hold on, go before you do that, Grant. Have you guys ever heard or like seen some of the high school stadiums we have?
Yeah, they look better than
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like those high school stadiums that we have, like football is everything down here. And I'm not saying it's not South Florida, because obviously
No,
it
you
is.
ain't
Because
gotta
y'all
explain
got
yourself. I get it, bro.
but like so like when we
Just
say it's like
understand it.
that's our church, that's kind of where it starts from high school.
It's just like it's really hard to explain, but it's like the same, like I don't know how to describe it other than like everything that a church has, you know, we literally call our fight song a hymn. Like it is, like, to us it's a religion, and that's why, like, when you came, people were saying, oh, did you go to Midnight Yell? Did you participate in the church stuff? Because yeah, I mean, you know, the service, the game can be done anywhere. Like you can do service in your car, you can preach to nobody, but what makes it special is that it's 100,000 people, and you know 90% of them all want the same thing, and it's there are songs, there are chants, there's books. I mean, it's really hard to explain it, but it's.
He said there's books about the stadium.
Like, Kane, I hope you had this experience, but when you walk inside the gates,
That sound like he
starting to
mean
bang that.
it's a
Like, I'm
book
not sure if it happens
for
on
all the songs
on
that
this side of the
they
stadium, but when
they
you walk in the
chant.
stadium entrance, people are banging on the elevators like a certain like cadence. It's 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2, and everybody goes whoop, and it's just there's all this stuff to it that it's like it cannot be duplicated elsewhere. And other schools have their other traditions, and they're awesome. I'm not saying that A&M is totally unique in the tradition aspect, but to A&M, because there's nothing else to do here. I mean, there's a big joke that the only thing that there is to do in College Station is you can drink and you can go to football games, and that's it. We don't like the clubs are, they're dog shit. They're terrible, right? We don't dance. We don't go to actual church. All we have is this team. And so the second we get a night game, it's like, wait, hold on. We get to go to church all day? You know, it's hard to explain
That
it.
mean y'all treat the players like what? They're like gods?
No,
Like-
yeah. So our center came to like our most famous bar after the game, and within 30 seconds he had 5 beers in his hands. Keep in mind he's 18 years old.
Right.
And a cop was looking right at him, and then he just there's a video.
But you see how they talk about, that's something different, bro.
Miami and Clemson.
Definitely something different. So we talk about packing the stadium every week. They're talking about we live here. It's where we worship roosters. This is where my mama, my uncle Jed got married. Right here. Sex is
right.
It's more than that to them, and you got to go play them in that atmosphere. Dog, I think sometimes we don't understand how them being at home was the reason that they was able to win that game. Them being at home was the reason they was able to beat Alabama. It doesn't always work like that. But one time we were talking about fight songs, right?
That's
Fight
sure
songs.
as hell what they believe, though. I'm gonna say that them being at home, they believe it. That's spiritual for them.
We were talking about fight songs, right? Right. Florida State. USC got a fight song, right? Let me tell y'all something about music, though, that y'all maybe didn't know. When I was in the military, we had 4 drill instructors. One was crazy, one was calm, and one was who taught us everything, was smart. And then we had a senior drill instructor who was the head drill instructor. They all looked up to him. He was the head drill instructor, right? That's how it was set up, right? We would run 5 miles in the morning. Y'all listening? I got y'all?
Yeah, we hear
And we would sing, we would run, we would sing, we would run. And when you run, you know what I'm saying? When you run, singing helps when you run, believe it or not. The senior drill instructor would bring us home, right? They would let him sing to us like an extra 2 miles, would make it like 7. See, the drill instructor finna get up there, and the other drill instructor would be like, y'all better sound off, y'all better be loud. Now, we done ran 5 miles already, right? But because we looked at him, you know what I'm saying? We looked up to him, and the way we looked at him, he would get there and start singing his songs that he only sing. We could run another 3 miles. Make it make sense. We could run another 3 miles only because he got in front of the formation and started singing the songs that only he sing, and we could sing louder. We could be so now.
I was on that chain gang.
When Florida State band is pumping in, bum, dun, 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 it definitely gives them an edge. We think it's just a fight song.
Y'all was on that midnight train going back to Georgia.
No, dog. And listen, it's all mental. It's all music, like war chants. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anything. Like, we don't look at it like that, but it definitely gives them an edge. Any song, any school with a fight song like USC or a good fight song though.
Well, I mean, think about it, Street. When you wake up on Saturday and your mama got either Whitney Houston or some church music on, she finna clean all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like you say, it does help. It's mental. She gonna clean all day. You finna help her too.
It definitely gives them an edge. We think it as tradition. We think, but dog, I just think at the core of us as people, there's more to us than cartoons and fucking Hennessy. Like, there's parts of us I think we don't tap into because I think they need us to be mere mortals. Am I talking crazy?
Hey, I remember Clemson. They got this this song where it's woo hoo woo hoo. I ain't gonna do it on here, man. But at first you like, man, this kind of as a man, I don't want to be saying woo hoo. I'm not no woo girl. But after year like 2, you see the dudes saying it too. You know, like woo hoo. If they get us to win, they start saying, and then when they do it, it's loud as hell.
Yeah,
I hate that honky tonk.
Yeah. That's why all the stadiums sing a song at the end of the third quarter to take their team into the fourth quarter. Pitt, North Carolina, I forgot what song Pitt sing, but the whole stadium sings a song, and it energizes their team for the fourth quarter. Remember, Miami had that Gatorade. They used to do on third down that Gatorade chant where it was just like a beat, boom, 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 doom, 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 boom, boom. Remember they started doing that a couple years ago on third down, and he used to get everybody fired up. It was the Gatorade commercial. Yeah, bro, music does something to your soul, and if your band isn't there and theirs is, it gives them an edge. You know what I'm saying? It really does.
So that brings me to a question that I have. Even at these PWIs, they should have like a FAMU style type of band, in my opinion. Like they should make the band, because I understand the traditional stuff, but I think you got to mix it up, because that's really gonna fire your football team up.
But I don't think they understand. They don't understand all these kids came from hearing before the game started. We ready.
Hey, Streeter. Hey, Streeter. So, listen to what Rich just said, dude. I wonder if there's like maybe as a way to help out if they wanted to, like help out the HBCUs. Why don't they just like start renting their bands out for games sometimes? I'm so serious, dog. Yeah, I'm so serious. They can rent out some of these bands. Yeah, rent out some of these bands, and because it'll help the HBCUs a lot.
They band got a game. They got a band. They band got a game on Saturday too. So like a Thursday game.
You can have an A team and a B team, or a travel team.
Yeah. Because you got to think how many people don't make the FAMU cut. Yeah, you got the travel team, A team, B team. Yeah.
It's all. I think it goes deeper. I think it's
JV and
tradition.
varsity. For the band. I'm on JV band. I'm on the JV band team. we going to Duke this weekend.
Yeah. And you know what though, and I know this is I'm asking way too much, but maybe UM or whoever can help cover some of those scholarships for band members. You know what I'm saying? Like for your away team scholarships. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like if we really wanted to be all encompassing and help out these HBCUs or whatever, that could be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, part of why rap music is so popular is because every athlete, when they in the weight room, when you training, you listening to rap music.
Yeah.
That's what's getting everybody fired up. So now you got to take your headset off. That's why all them boys wear headsets. Because they know when they come to the stadium, they going to hear student body right and shit like that.
But you notice that, like, when you go to certain events, basketball games, even commercials, what's playing? Rap music.
Yep.
Rap music. You know what I'm saying? Or some kind of something popish maybe or whatever. But the urban music that everybody listen to is what everybody want a piece of.
That's why they be having certain type of commentators, because like a RG3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's corny to us, but he knows how to straddle that line,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it is what it is. You got to have one commentator that's like that at every game.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, I remember this.
Virginia. Once we go to noisy stadiums all around the country, I'm not sure we have ever been in a scene where fans are any more pumped than they are right here tonight. Waiting right now for the Hokies to take the field. They are jumping, they are screaming, and it's been this way for the last 30 minutes.
You got to think and reflecting and get fired up.
He said been this way for the last 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Well, we don't be on that. That ain't what we own in Miami, dog.
Check it. You got to play. I don't know if you ever search this on YouTube, but you got to find Clemson entrance.
Oh, I've screen recorded that numerous times and put it out on football field. When the bus ride around the corner and takes them to the stadium, and the damn stadium, they get off the bus and they walk right into the stadium to the slope. Yeah, that's
Man, I remember it was a girl. She fine girl. She was fine too, and she was screaming so loud. Like when the players started getting off the bus, she started losing her mind. She started screaming so loud she passed out.
Damn.
She passed out right next to me, and then you know how stupid kids are, so they picked her up, and they started like waving her through the crowd, like the students started passing her through the crowd as this girl was passed out.
That's all
like a beach ball.
Right.
Ain't nothing good coming out of this situation.
Like a beach ball. We want to be Miami fans with the left eyes on the bench.
Hey, that's true. That's true. Them drunk students started passing her through the crowd. The police had to say, "Hey, man, hey, y'all bring her over here. Stop!" Like they had to stop them from doing that. Man, she probably would have went around the whole stadium.
Listen, no offense to nobody, but white folks do some funny shit, bro.
I'm gonna just say that, dog. You took the words out my mouth, dog. They
do some funny shit, dog. They crazy, bro. Hey, they always down for a good time, boy.
I know you done seen it all up there at Clemson, boy.
Man, look, I'm telling you. I was telling Streeter, like, before the South Carolina game, the whole night they beat on a metal chicken.
What?
And you can hear it. They beat on a metal chicken like for the whole day and like throughout the night before the South Carolina game. And you can hear it throughout the whole stadium. The whole campus.
College football is really back. when a jam-packed Lane
Enter
Stadium
Sandman.
is singing along to Enter
How many Lane Stadium holds?
That stadium is a small stadium too.
Is
Virginia
it?
Tech. Yeah, they like 45,000, something like that. It's not big at all. It's not big at all.
$66,000.
Really?
How
Is
many?
that big?
66,233.
They might have added some seats or something.
Yeah, because they don't look that big on TV.
But they did have their stadium was the same way Clemson Stadium was back in the day, where you had one section that was just not even there.
Or they
So
add to it.
yeah, they probably added to that.
How big Clemson? 80,000?
Somewhere around there, 80,000.
81,000. Yeah. Damn.
Here you go, Rich.
For more on
Telling you, man.
Let's go to Heather Cox. Heather.
They get in buses from the locker room and then they go around the stadium.
From California, Death Valley, and it's been Clemson's good luck charm for nearly 50
So
those
all the
Coach Dabo Sweeney.
No, I think this is some cool shit. Like when they get right off the bus and they walk right in the stadium, and they right in the stadium.
The emotion and the thoughts of the players.
Look at that! Look at that dude in his eyes, man. He ready.
They're going to be met by 84,000, and they'll run down onto this field, and the balloons will come up. It is the team as they come around now.
Oh, so they ain't even rolled to the stadium yet.
Clemson Memorial Stadium.
They just gonna ride to the entrance of the stadium, and the stadium was created to where they just walk right in.
What a moment! Brent, I've always seen
you
these
escorted
players run
by
down the
police.
hill, but I've never seen this perspective of how they get to the top of that hill.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go in there and beat Big Brother in that stadium.
Yeah, man. I remember when we played. It was a 1-1 series, and they went down to Miami and beat Miami, and then this is when Brandon Harris was there, Kenny Phillips was there.
They had CJ Spiller, right?
Yeah, they had CJ Spiller.
CJ Spiller, yeah.
And we went ahead and Yep.
Yeah.
We beat them up there.
Yeah,
we beat them up there.
We beat them in that stadium, and it was packed. It was packed.
I think that was 09. That was 09 this season, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
That ain't these Clemson Tigers though.
No, they ain't the same team.
That's what I was going. That's what I was going to say. It's not. It ain't that Clemson. That's a different Clemson. That don't count. Yeah, that's
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's like being beaten up by your big brother for so long. You think you're gonna grow up a little bit now. You think you're ready to fight your big brother, and that's what it kind of is like. I mean,
they did own the SEC for me.
They own it still. I don't know why we talking like they did.
No, I'm saying they own the ATC. I ain't say we own it. We ain't there yet.
I said we talking like we be talking like they dead because they had it down here. Shit, they still running.
See, they still went 10-2.
And we said they fell
I'll
off.
take that. Hey, I'll take that down here at Miami.
I'll take that too.
10-2.
That's what my hopes are. I'm still riding that 10-2 bandwagon, but I know North Carolina is a test, FSU is a test, and Clemson is a test.
TVD turned up, we'll be all right, fellas.
Yeah. Even NC State, man.
TVD turned up, we'll be good, fellas. That's just my opinion. Because we can run the ball. We ran the ball against Texas A&M big D line. So
yeah.
So listen, man,
we got players coming back too. So.
Yeah, true.
I asked, like I said, 5 recruits, current recruits, 1 current UM player, and Warren Sapp. Did they care about when they were being recruited? Did they care about the college atmosphere in the stadium? We're gonna put that story up in the football villains member section once we put it together. Just to count off what the TVD thing was said. You know what I'm saying? I asked them, did they care? You know what I'm saying? Ronnie Powell said, Streeter, how come we always play in Clemson like once in Miami? So if you want to join, man, listen, the join button is right next to subscribe. Subscribe, alert, all that's free, man. Hit that like button and hit all that stuff. All that's free. But if you want to join, be a football villain, huh?
No, I was gonna say, look, y'all better. I just want to tell everybody, if you ain't join, y'all need to start joining. Simply because we're gonna have a lot more of these morning breath shows or whatever they call it. It's gonna be with just us from time to time. Tim was asking, can we do Twitter Spaces with just us from time to time? So y'all need to start joining in.
I hope so, because y'all have a lot of perspective. I may be inside, right? I maybe see things inside. I may be credentialed. I know a bunch of the kids, but y'all listen. Y'all hard work is hard work. Y'all study this shit. Believe it or not, y'all study it. Y'all look at it all the time. Y'all have everybody's perspective usually ends up in being good content. That's how I kind of look at it. You just can't be a clown. I mean, every now and then you get a clown or weirdos. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a clown or weirdo, all right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the football villains, man. You want to join and be a part of it. If you're the type of person that want to talk about football all night long at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock with Ronan, what time Ronan wake up? Ronan on a different time. Where Ronan at? Paris? Where is he?
Whenever he in Ireland, I guess, or something.
Ireland,
I think it's Ireland. He got an alarm set, so like whenever Jay White come on, his alarm go off, and then he come on, and so that's when the whole, that's when the chat gets started.
Yeah, and they talk about all. So if y'all want to talk about it all night long, TBD throwing motion at 3 o'clock in the morning. It'd be information in there. When I'm at games, we put stuff in there, pictures. And last night, Romello, Khalil, all of them was at the game last night. Cam Kitchens, Teddy Bridgewater was there. I totally missed the whole viral moment, I guess, because I've seen Teddy Bridgewater 1,000 times in my life. And when I see him, I don't do anything. But somebody took a picture of him drawing up a play, and it was like, oh my God, NFL player on the field with the little black kids drawing plays. I was like, holy crap, that's a big deal. I have missed that moment 1,000 times.
But y'all get good perspectives, man. Better perspective for your questions, everything, bro.
Right. So
you'll be like me
now too. Listen, Cal brought it to my attention. Cal's a pretty intelligent dude. He brought it to my attention that street. Listen, when the group we start growing, if it keeps growing, we're gonna start getting people in there that aren't really football fans saying crazy things. So the price is gonna eventually have to go up. And that's just why prices go up. You know what I'm saying? Prices eventually gonna have to go up because we wanted to do. At first, it was just elite. We was in there chilling, and then it turned into a thing at some point in time. I don't know where it actually turned at. So it's like 200 people in there now. So go get your discount, man. $2.99. I think it's $3.99 first month for now. Then it's $4.99, $6.99. Price eventually gonna go up. So you just hit the join button. It's in the members. Is in the comment section, and right there it should be next to your subscribe. If you a fanatic like that, if you want information that other people don't go, if you want to know Jacoby George was suspended 2 months in advance. That's if you that type of person. Everybody ain't that person.
Put it on auto pay so you ain't got to worry about paying it.
So listen, man, we've been in here 3 hours. We way past wholesome holiday time. Way past. People getting out of work right now. We've been here long, but I don't care, bro. Like, listen, if y'all can keep topics and going on, we could start a morning show or an afternoon show called The Football Villains, and y'all get in here and y'all talk about the things y'all want to talk about. Right? I know y'all saying Street gone, he left us. I don't need it. Listen, I'm just another voice in here sometimes getting in y'all way. To be honest with you. To be honest with you. Like, no, y'all have enough to talk about that y'all want to talk about. I could be back here sending people in here and making the numbers go up and doing other stuff.
Cal, you said it earlier, the Cal and Germ show, huh?
Cal and Germ show, bro. We held it down. 3 hours, baby.
We did our thing, man.
No big deal to me, bro. I mean, yeah. So listen, we about to get up out of here because I gotta make it to one of these games. I guess it's Booker T. Carrot City. Carrot City suffering this year. Carrot City don't have any kids in their school. Like, how does that happen? I don't even know how that happens.
Gentrification. That's how it happened.
Yeah, that word is
Gentrification,
happening
changing
to a lot.
boundaries.
Happening to a lot of our traditional schools, bro. Yeah, get ready for a change. I think the day that the private schools eventually take over is coming.
Yep.
We always talk about that. We always talk about that with even how coaches get paid, and the thing that we got to worry about or be concerned about is all this talent we're used to seeing down here. What happens? Like does it go away because people just can't afford to live down here?
It does. It's gonna happen. Like I give it. I can't get a time on it, but the way things are going, if we don't come up with rent control or certain things or whatever, we're not gonna be the dominant state with football anymore when it comes to producing athletes. Because the kids can't afford to stay here,
But
so
listen,
either gonna move to another section.
how do the immigrants afford to stay here, Cal?
They all live together.
They live
Shit.
together.
They live
10
together until
families in
they
one
get on
house.
their shit. Mm-hmm.
Shit, I
We
was
don't
10
do stuff
families.
like that because we don't know
I
how
did
to.
it.
See,
That's how I grew
when
up.
we got 10 people, because when we do it by force. We don't do it to help each other. We do it by force. Granny don't kick in extra kids or something like that. They do it intentionally. They say you come over here, you gonna work, and you gonna work. We gonna pay this, do that, da 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 da, and then they start branching off, and the rest of them help the other ones that's coming up. We don't have a system like that.
Yeah, we be
But
all in one house talking about putting names on milk. That's my milk. That's my soda. That's my
Right.
defeating the
And the
purpose
thing
of living together. Totally defeat the purpose of working together.
right,
Uh-huh.
and the thing that happens with that is when you because when you come together, it should motivate everybody. But Jay-Z said it in the song, you know, and I forget how it goes right now. But if you the weakest link, right? If you are the weakest link in that family, then everybody got to cover for you. I mean, that's not cool, man. You got to pull your weight. Everybody got to pull their weight, and that's the part of group economics that we need to understand. Like if two or three families come together, it's not for one of the families or one able-bodied person that's 18 years old to chill and play PlayStation all day. Even if you could work a part-time job, you feel me? Like you helping everybody else out. So I feel like sometimes we kind of get that twisted, and that's why we end up not living together because we like I ain't living with that bum.
Yep. Yeah. We don't understand the purpose of doing it and don't have a plan for it. And that's not me. I'm not one of those persons that throw dirt on us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying these are the things that we have yet to understand because of where we came from or what was done to us and all that kind of stuff. But he's right. You got to understand the purpose of group economics. But most of the time, it's just, oh, grandma had to take Shirley kids because Shirley don't ran off with her man, or grandma don't had to take Bobby kids because Bobby getting high, and that's how you end up with so many people in the house, as opposed to being, hey, let's just stay together. Let's put our money here. Let's do that, and then we can get ourselves somewhere in like 4 or 5 years or whatever. So that's what they do, and they stick up for each other, look out for each other. When they go in business, they look to hire each other, all that good stuff. Y'all know how that go, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get into IOD mode real quick, but it's two things that you are given in America. Two things you're given. You are given education and you're given credit. What you do with it determines whether your outcome. So a lot of times, we in a public school system and it's free, and you could go on to get, you know, even if you go to community college, you can go on to get scholarships to go to community college or enough funding where you ain't got to pay for that. Those things got to be talked about around the dinner table, and then with credit, hell, for 3%, 3.5%, I heard a real estate guru say this the like two or 3 weeks ago, and it hit me because they would always ask him, "Man, you got over $1 billion in property. How did you do it? Where did you start from?" He said, "Well, a lot of people, they start effed up because they don't understand that you could buy a 4 unit quadplex or a triplex for $500,000 and it's still considered as residential property. So with FHA loan, what is you need 3.5% down. That's on let's say $500,000. That's $17,500. So if you practice group economics, you could go buy a $500,000 property, right? You could buy a quadplex. Now, what is your rent now? Everybody pitching in $700-800 a month now, because and you have a $500,000 real estate portfolio right then and there. So anyway,
Right,
I'm off that
but
soapbox.
but no, it's what you said. Like, it's sit around at the dinner table and talk about it. We don't have anybody to talk about it with. Like, even the people that gain the knowledge, they might not, well, not even gain the knowledge. They may hear what you just heard from somebody and may not quite understand it. They can't take that home because nobody at home don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know what I mean? A lot of people are actually first generation six figure guys. We're not even talking about first generation millionaires. A lot of people are becoming first generation, you know what I'm saying? People that's making six figures.
Tell me about it.
It's you know what I mean? So it's we got a ways to go, man. And that's all. We just have to start understanding these things, man, and we'll get there.
Yeah, yeah. Because I tell you, man, I remember, man, growing. I remember when my dad purchased the house he still has in Robin Hood. What he purchased it for, man, it was probably like $40,000 in the '80s. And man, a house across the street came up for sale, and I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be like 250, something like that, in Robin Hood, Liberty City. Man, I looked on Zillow. They had that thing listed for $500,000.
Yeah, see?
That house is like barely 1,000 square feet.
In my bathroom and a bedroom, basically.
That's it.
Damn.
All right, man. Y'all ready to get up out of here?
Hey, I appreciate
Yeah,
y'all
man.
for letting me get on, man. Appreciate it.
No big deal, bro.
Yeah, appreciate the street, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, Rich. Holla at y'all. 786-459-4499. You want to get down with IOD Squad. You're looking at TJ Capers, #1 linebacker in the nation. Columbus played last night. I think he's going on a visit to Michigan today. Michigan State this weekend. I think he's going on a visit. Really likes Mario. Talk a little bit more about that in the Football Village member section. But yeah, I think he's at Michigan State this weekend. Played his ass off last night. Looked a little winded. Knocked a couple people heads off. Big kid, great athlete, young kid too. He's only like a sophomore. Junior. He's a junior. So listen, man, 786-405. You want to get down with IOD Squad? You want to join and become a member? Click join. The join button should be right there next to subscribe. If it's not for you iPhone users, it's in the description of most of the videos, or just click that where you see the logo at, where all the numbers at. Go to the main YouTube page, and it should be in the right-hand corner up there. It should be. But I know it's in the description. And we put it in the chat at one point in time. And I'm going to put it in the chat for y'all again. Just to become a member. Bam. Post it in the chat. Bam. This is IOD Squad. Bam. Put it in the chat. Bam. Yeah, that's Mario School, Columbus. Right. Got an edge on anybody coming out of Columbus. Listen, bro. So yeah, if you think about investing, the market keeps dropping. That's when you're supposed to buy. Don't put off tomorrow something you could do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. Listen, man, the Discord is a place for you to ask questions about investing NFT. That's why you're in there to ask questions. You're not in there because you're smart. You're in there to ask questions and learn and watch us do it. So, yeah, man. The rest of your life could be seconds away. Don't put off tomorrow something you can do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. I'm D and I'm out of here.